like that. And so that is how we know we're in. Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of House of Mercy. I'm DM Cody and we are going to quickly go around and introduce ourselves, starting with...
G'day there, I'm Cooper. I'll be playing Kip, a little half-elven boy, emerald eyes, sort of this coppery golden hair. His ears are sort of pointed and tapered, giving away his Fey heritage. And sort of a kind of a little bit of a pale skin, a bright and chipper young lad. And yeah, we'll see where he goes.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I'll be playing Ruse, a changeling bard. Currently, I look like a dwarf with a big beard and a red knitted jumper, even though I'm only 5 years old. So we'll see where he goes at this point.
Hi, I'm Bam. I play Tonk, Aarakocra, who is of the duck variety. He's a shy little kid, a little tuft of feather, little wings behind his back, and wears robes and has a little homemade bow that he carries around with him.
My name's Blake. I'll be playing Raz, a air genasi who will one day be a ranger, but for now he's just kind of confused and doesn't know what's going on.
Excellent.
Feels like my real life.
For now, just a little confused.
Just a bit.
Alright, so where we start our story, on a small island off the coast of Faerun. A small island wakes up trading, ships pulling into the small harbour. The smith's chimney billow with thick grey smoke and the screech of seagulls echo through the air. Children can be seen scurrying to school, weaving between the fishmongers and farmers, hurriedly setting up trade. The small island town is already bustling, but across the other side of the island, a slower start to the day unfolds. Kids, come on! Time to get up! You've got chores to do! Let's go!
But I was attacked by a wolf. Surely I can have a day off.
That was weeks ago and we got you healed.
I'm already up in my bed's made before everyone else.
Good boy, Tonk. Hop to it now. Up
It's
the
too early
stairs.
for this.
Come on, up you get.
How much?
Fine.
Come on, Kip, quickly now.
Begrudgingly get out of bed and throw the covers back on.
Chev's already out there, you know. He's been working for at least 15 minutes already.
Realizing I can't get away with my ruse, I'll whistle a tune and head on out.
Yeah,
I'll perk up with the tune.
I'll be up and doing things.
I'll run straight down at command.
The flap of duck feet
I'm a
in
good
the
boy.
stairs.
Yeah.
They're called powmates.
Yeah, they are.
We're going to hear that word many
So
times.
Because then I'll remember it for life.
Yeah.
And
So
so will all of you.
It'll be so useful.
You head down the stairs and in the main living area you see Alphasil asleep still on his couch in front of the fire.
He's not working.
Ah, yes, you know he never does. Even when I tell him to watch you kids.
That's alright. I will look like him, so it will look like he's doing work.
Yeah, so that's probably the best we're going to get from him.
Or does that mean that you get to sleep more?
I try and push him out of his chair.
Get me some spuds.
He is way too heavy for me to push out. I need to build a smaller chair.
Yes, or a smaller husband, I suppose. Now come on, kids. Eat some breakfast and off you go. We've got work to do.
I will eagerly devour breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
Not duck eggs, luckily.
Wow.
It's a potato soup that's been made from fresh
Oh, I
potatoes.
like that.
Yeah. That doesn't sound terrible.
And some freshly made bread from the wheat in the garden.
She must have got up early to make this. I'm very
I
thankful.
dip the bread in the soup. Yum.
Just get
And then drink the soup as the chaser.
Alright.
Already working.
Bread in soup followed by more soup.
Yep.
Perfect.
I like food.
So you eat breakfast and head out the front. You see Chev working on the cabbages. Chev's a dragonborn. You know he's 10 years old. Silver scales with a streak across his face of bronze scales.
Ew. He's fancy.
Good morning, chef.
Good morning. Get to work then, come on.
Is there any particular jobs that you want us to get done?
Yes. You see a grin sort of play across his face a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Never offer your help. Wait till they ask for it.
Oh, but you're not going to be brave enough. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well, tell us.
3 weeks ago, I was bitten by a wolf.
Ah,
We still have the scars.
Do not talk to me about brave.
So you think you're brave enough then?
I was brave enough
Absolutely!
then. I will brave enough now. Where are my knives?
No. Do you mean the ones you keep stealing and getting in trouble for?
I mean, where are more knives?
Probably back where they keep putting them. I don't know why they don't lock them away.
We should really try to get more knives.
I have plenty of knives. They don't know about most of them.
Shh, don't say that out loud.
Well, apparently there's rats over near the shed. You know, Alpha Seal's shed.
So if we go and get rid of the rats, maybe he'll like that?
Oh, well, they need to get rid of them, but they're very scary. I don't think you'll be able to handle it.
We can handle
trick
it.
us. They are not scary. He's trying to trick us. Don't fall for it.
I'll
Shh,
believe
don't
that.
tell him that, otherwise he'll change his plan. and we
No,
won't
I
get
believe
away
that.
with it.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Sounds scary. Do you have anything easy? Like we can pick vegetables?
Yeah, well, you can help me with the cabbages, if you're not brave enough.
But that's boring.
Tonk, we need you.
Okay.
Let's go get rid of rats together, Tonk. It'll be fun.
I don't know. I guess so.
It'd be better than picking vegetables all day.
Anything's better than picking vegetables.
I need
Exactly.
you offer to pick vegetables.
No, rats sound scary.
I will protect you with my powerful wolf scar. I will keep it in front of you, and I will be scared of it.
I'm pretty sure I protected you.
You did very much. I could not lie to you.
I mean, how are we going to get rid of rats, though?
With knives! And I will walk up to the kitchen.
What?
I'll just go, it's okay, I already came prepared. And I'll lift my shirt and there's a little knife tucked in.
When did you get that?
I'll look around, make sure no one's listening. I never gave it back.
I'll get my
This is
bow.
why I took a stick. I'm allowed to have a stick. Those are outside.
I'll go grab my bow, which like hangs up outside.
I'm just going to find a stick.
So you walk in and you see the open kitchen door, as it always is. And inside you see Ailey. She seems to be baking something.
Okay.
Love pastry.
I'm gonna yawn and try and do my best Alpha Seal voice. Oh, I have to go and cut some potatoes. So, just gonna grab some of these knives. I'm gonna grab 4 knives.
Roll a performance.
Plus the... it's not plus proficiency, is it?
No.
13.
Okay, dear. No worries.
I can take 4 knives.
Wait, that worked?
The sharpest ones I can find, like steak knives.
Oh no.
No.
There is a cleaver there. It's not very often you have meat, but it is used when they carve up the meat.
Yeah, I'll grab that and be like, this looks, this looks great for potatoes. I'll walk out of the room as quick as I can.
You sort of, as you say that, you see her. She just stops and sort of.
I run faster. I escape it. Faster than a dwarf would.
You are going to be a walking PSA for why children should be kept away from sharp things.
Yep.
Oh my god.
As soon as I get there, I will look at the two of you and just hold up the cleaver and be like, who wants this?
But Raz is shocked. He was shocked at the knife that he had. Now you've got a cleaver.
I don't think you should have taken that.
I'm just going to pocket it then. And I'll end up, there's like 3 steak knives then.
If you get in trouble for that, you'll get in trouble on your own for that.
I mean, I'll take one.
There's another knife.
You better, just in case.
I'm sticking to my stick. I've got a stick. I'm like the stick.
As soon as you even like slightly don't want it, I take it straight away. And I will be taking those back. But yes,
Those are on loan, damn it.
cleaver and a knife.
Oh god.
So as you start preparing, handing knives around, I'm guessing you're doing this away from Chev.
Oh yeah. What? That's my intelligence. No, probably would have been right in front of me.
I take him away from so, shh, no, over here.
I asked Ailey, she said it was fine. If we're going to take on the rats, we had to equip ourselves.
You see Chev's
I just have
slitted
stick.
eyes sort of narrow as he's looking over, trying to see what you're doing. Doesn't seem to quite be able to work it out though, but knows you're up to something.
Pretty much always up to something.
Yeah.
That's basically why I knows it.
There's an NWA song written about me.
So she wanted us to take down the rat?
With the
I can't lie
knives.
to you. She thinks that it was Alpha Seal, but don't worry.
Wow.
We just needed. If what it would be stupid for us to go out without something to protect ourselves.
Well, if we
Can we just trap them?
That's true.
if we get rid of the rats, maybe we won't have to work tomorrow. We might get
Don't
to
we just
sleep in.
Don't we just have traps around? Can't we just use those?
Chef! Is there any rat traps?
Rat traps? Oh, well, probably some around the shed. They're obviously not doing their job.
May we go look for them?
Go on then.
Yes. This is a good idea. You see? We don't need cleavers and knives.
What?
No, you heard nothing.
He said we may find beavers and
Chives.
chives when we are out there.
Beavers-
Beavers are good meat.
Beavers love
You're all
chives.
so weird.
That's true.
Hurry up, go on.
So are you.
I am not.
Remember,
Why aren't all your scales the same colour?
remember, Ailey
I
said.
don't know. Why are you made of smoke?
I don't know.
Remember, Ailey said we should not pick on each other for how different we look. Otherwise, we would be just like the village boys.
I wasn't picking on
that's
you
true.
for how you look. I'm picking on you for being weird.
Well, don't pick on me
I think he's got a point
at
there.
all, please.
We'll be back when we deal with the
You've been
rats.
stealing again, you'll be in trouble.
I have not been stealing.
I leave.
When have we ever
I
actually,
leave.
when have we ever actually stayed in trouble? Let's be fair.
I don't know why no one questions why I look exactly like Alpha Cell and wear his clothes, but anyway.
It's been that long, everyone's just given up wondering.
I mean, we know obviously, but yeah.
So yeah, do we go to the shed to look for rat traps?
Absolutely.
So as you turn to walk away, you hear like a muffled, strange barking sound coming from further into the cabbage patch. It sounds a lot like Brucho, but somewhat different.
I would like to.
Oh right, Bruce will be useful for
I would
hunting
like
rats.
to have a look and sort of look over to where I heard the sound and see if it's what might be the source.
Yep.
Raz, that does
perception.
not sound like
Perception?
Brucho.
I mean, yeah, but it
15
reminds me of
total.
Brujo.
Yeah, so you look across at the cabbage patch and you see a very familiar tail wagging. You see a bit of water flying off it. He's obviously come from down near the ocean. And he's tearing his way through the cabbage patch very erratically.
Brucho, what are you doing?
You see just a flash of blue pop up behind the cabbage and then get dragged back down.
What are you doing, Brucho?
I think he might be chasing something.
To fly overhead.
Yeah.
Yep, you flap your wings and sort of unsteadily glide into the air. And you see Brucho running, looking like he's having the time of his life, completely soaked with a giant blue crab in his mouth that's trying to bite at him but can't quite reach. He's whipping his head around as it's trying.
He has a crab.
Whoa, Brucho!
A what?
A big blue crab.
Oh. Good boy.
You see him sort of dashing around, like using his head to whack the crab into cabbages to stop from biting him.
Brucho, leave it alone. It'll prince you.
Brocho, come here, boy. Come here.
Oh boy.
You see him turn on heel and just start charging.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna step away from
Make
here.
a dex save.
Sure. Okay. Ooh, 11.
Yeah.
So Brucho comes barreling out and sees you and whips past you, but as you do, you just get grazed by the crab. It sort of pinches at your skin and just catches a little bit and pulls off.
Ow.
I'm not the one
That's
trying to.
It's still sore. What do you got there, Brucho?
Whipping his head around and shaking this crab, whacking it to the ground. It doesn't look like it's having a great day.
Brucho, crap.
Brucho's having a great day.
Oh no.
Brucho, down. Down, boy.
He lies down and starts whacking the crab on the ground.
No, put it down.
Drop. Drop.
Spits it at the ground and gets up and lopsidedly starts trying to scuttle away.
I'm gonna grab a cleaver.
As it does, Brucho sort of swats at it and then lunges forward and...
No, Bruce, stay!
I think Brucho made a friend. If we just leave him be.
That's not what you do with friends! Do I fling you around the cabbage patch?
Brucho,
Can
do
you
want
fling
it
me around
dead
the
or
cabbage
alive?
patch? Do you want to try it?
He just starts
You saw what I
whacking.
did to Brucho 3 weeks ago. I can fling you around the cabbage patch if I want to.
It looks like fun.
Knowing what kids would do, I'm just gonna shepherd it to like keep going back towards Brucho so he can keep playing it.
Oh
and
my
just
God.
like watch the like torch, like you know, like kids burn ants and stuff. This is the same, but with a dog doing it to a crab.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna keep shepherding the crabs.
Vicariously torturing others.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shepherd it back towards Brucho and
Oh,
keep
no.
watching.
It's
I'll put the cleaver away.
I'll say it's at least better than what you were thinking of with the cleaver. I'll say that.
A little bit of quick death with the cleaver.
I mean, would it though?
True.
So for a minute he starts playing, then starts poking it with his nose, and eventually the crab scuttles up and just gets a good one right on his nose, and he yelps, lunging back, and the crab starts scuttling off, and Brucho just stops and backs off.
Alright, I'll chase it down and kill it.
Why? Brucho, come here, boy.
Food! Yeah, food!
Come here, boy. Man, do you want to go hunt some rats with us? You like rats? You want to play with some rats? They won't nip you like the crab does?
We should take the crab back to Ailey to cook.
Yeah. I'll cut its pincers off first, but then I'll take it back to Ailey.
Mm-hmm. She's in the kitchen still baking.
And I was put it in a drawer. Ailey, there is a crab in this drawer. Don't worry, I took its pincers off. It cannot hurt you.
Oh, Ruse.
What?
You didn't kill it, did you?
No, I took its pincers off so it could not hurt you.
Oh, it's not still alive, is it?
Yes, so you can have fresh crab.
You know how I feel about killing things we don't have to.
You want me to kill it for you?
Oh, we
I will get another knife. And I'll get another knife.
Oh, just stop. Just don't kill unless we have to. We've been over this, remember?
If we do not kill it, it will die from being away from the water.
Well, you
It's a
could've
water
put it back
creature.
in the water.
I cannot walk that far. My legs are so small. Look at my little dwarven legs.
She looks at the window, it's literally an ocean view. And stares at you for a minute.
I keep pointing at my dwarven legs.
Oh, just go out and tend to the vegetables.
Okay, but if there is not crab for dinner tonight, I will be very angry.
She gives you the alien stare that you see only every once in a while that tells you should probably get out of there quickly.
I'll still take that knife. Yeah.
And run back outside.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Quickly.
Where Brucho is waiting with just a little trickle of blood from the side of his nose.
And I'm pestering you to get you to like throw me around like you did. God, it'll be fun.
Oh,
I love
please.
I've landed and tried to comfort Brucho.
Yeah.
Trying to
You know what?
clog up his bleeding
It'll be
with some
fun.
grass and spit or something.
This is probably gonna go poorly, but I'm gonna cast levitate on Kip.
Yep, sure.
Seems like a good use of the one skill.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The one thing I can do. Yeah, and then I'm gonna grab his leg and fling him across the cabbage patch, exactly like I said I was gonna do.
Yep.
Cartwheel.
Make a dex save.
Sure. Oh, that's awesome. That's a 22.
What's your AC?
13.
So you start cartwheeling over the cabbages, you sort of almost hit the ground, you push yourself off one, and you see a dog in hot pursuit jumps up and tries to grab your nose.
Brucho, no!
Keeps jumping up, doesn't quite seem to be able to get you as you...
Brucho, no!
He just sort of sits down and watches you drift off.
Good boy. Now try again.
Rucha, we should chase rats, not friends.
Okay, how do I get down?
I have to break your
I don't
concentration. I'll have the cleaver.
Whoa!
Does that make you drop it?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh no, it totally does. What are you on about?
It's not intimidating.
But it
Drop
does-
the cleaver.
But it does make me drop my concentration because that's a goddamn cleaver.
Yeah. That was just an 8, so...
We need to do that again sometime. That was really fun.
You land on top of a cabbage and just crush it.
We need that for food!
It's okay. It's still food. And I'll reach down. I'll just grab part of the cabbage and just start eating it. It's still food. See?
What does Chev think of all this?
He's just given up at this point. He's rolled his eyes and just gone back to pulling cabbages.
As everyone should have.
How many years older is Chef?
He's 10, so he's a few years older than most of you.
Good lord.
Alright, well, where's the shed for the rats?
So from the main house of Mercy, you go across and there's pastures for the cows. There's a small bridge that crosses the river. And just past that is the chicken coop, and just past that is the shed.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Shall we?
I've had my stick ready for a while.
You're not very good at landing yet.
I still need to work on that, I reckon.
It takes practice.
I mean, I need to learn how to actually drop concentration without needing a cleaver in my face.
I will always have a cleaver ready for you, my friend.
I really hope you don't.
Just in case.
Oh no.
Right. Shall we?
Sure.
Brucho, you coming?
Starts dashing off.
Oh boy.
Come with us, not in front of us.
He's already gone.
Oh boy. Chase the dog!
I try to catch up to him.
Yeah,
Athletics check.
Sure.
I'll fly after him.
18.
Yeah, you can keep up fairly easily.
4.
What's his running speed?
His running speed would be 40 feet.
Oh, I can fly faster than that.
At a dash, it would be 80, but I imagine you could dash. So.
Correct.
Dash. Fly.
Yeah. Yeah, right. No, normal pace. So that I don't drop any knives.
So you catch up pretty quickly. You're struggling behind, but Bridger does stop every now and then to sniff at things on the ground and start digging before running off again.
Yeah, that's how you catch a dog that's fled your yard. You wait for it to get disinterested
Yeah, that's it.
in running.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you get to the river. It's coursing fairly heavily. It's been a few weeks of downfalls. It's a nice clear day today, but the riverbanks are definitely starting to flood a little bit at some points.
You should probably go around this one this time.
What do you mean around the bridge? Why don't we just use the bridge?
Well, yeah, around the river. Yeah.
Is the shed on the other side of the river?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah.
But remember, we should always check for trolls. And I'll look under the bridge for trolls.
Everyone roll initiative. There are no trolls under the bridge.
That's good to know.
The bridge is in
But
there.
if there are, I'll be last to fight them.
I mean, you haven't seen me roll yet. We'll find
Everyone
out.
roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
Hey!
Oh, hello.
Nice.
No, that's way worse than the one I had.
That's
I had nothing to it, but 20.
that's
Don't need to add anything to that.
Say 8 for me.
that's a 9.
It's only 1 to 10.
So do I spot the troll?
Yes. You notice that in the flowing water there are some other movements not quite in sync, and you see some fish jumping out. And you see Bridger dash across the middle of the bridge and he's just staying there fixated, staring into the water.
Does it look like it would be dangerous to try and get fish?
Oh, probably. For children that don't know how to swim very well, if you know how
Yeah.
to swim, probably be okay.
I can float.
You're fairly safe in these waters.
How big? There are fish. I should probably tell you guys. There's fish in there. They're big, I think. Yes? No?
They look fairly big from what you
Big
can see.
fish.
Salmon
We could have
size.
crab and fish tonight.
We should probably just leave them alone. We're already here to kill rats.
But what a story it would
chase
be
away
to
rats.
tell. We could tell the story of how great we are.
Miss Ailey told us not to get the fish. Well, she told me
How long is your
specifically.
stick?
How big's my? I don't know. How big is my stick?
Roll 2d12.
No.
How tall are you?
Short.
It's short.
Like under 5 feet, probably.
The staff itself would probably be 3 feet.
Oh
How
yeah.
about the tip?
Flattened.
Yeah. Okay.
Mushroom
Sword.
short.
I mean, I did write sharpened, but yeah, sure.
The other end sharpened.
You gotta hold
That
it tip
works.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. Always. Why would you not? It's just safer that way. You can't stab yourself in the toes if you have the point in the air.
True.
You see Bridger flattens himself on a bridge with his paws hanging over the edge, with his head hanging in front of it.
If we hold on to his legs, he might catch a fish.
I don't think that's the best of
We could hang
ideas.
him over the edge.
You're all gonna fall in and you can't swim.
He looks like he weighs a little bit more than me, maybe.
He definitely weighs more than me.
I'm with Tonk on this one. I don't think we should be trying to fish using a dog for a fishing pole.
What if we caught a rat?
No!
And we hung the rat by the tail and the fish eat the rat and we pull up the fish.
Fish don't eat rats!
That's a... Yes, okay. But it's an idea.
Let's just go catch the rats like we were told to.
Yes, we were definitely told to do that. Yes.
Yes, we were.
Well, Chev said we could do that instead of picking vegetables.
But I do not want to pick vegetables.
Exactly, so let's just go catch the rats.
All
We're
right.
out to kill some rats. at
No,
the
catch!
den.
When we walk away, I'm looking back at the fish like, another time.
Bridger's still there fixated. You see his tail completely stiff, just wagging.
Come on,
Right.
Lucho. We have to go get rats.
I try and like pull him.
Roll an animal handling check.
Oh, everything's just a D20, right?
Okay, can I assist in that? Because I get the feeling we're going to need Brucho.
That was a
Yes.
3.
Not much better.
Combined with a 7. So
It's almost able to hit the lowest DC.
Oh, well, look.
So you sort of go at Bridger and pull him back, and he starts whining and with his claws, starts clawing at the stone bridge.
Brucho, come on!
I turn around to see what the hold-up is and
Need
see
your
that
help.
everyone's like trying to pour at Brucho and just, Brucho! Come here, boy! Come here!
His head snaps over and he wags his tail a bit and his tongue lolls out and he looks back at the water.
Brucho! Come on, boy!
Brucho,
Come on, we're gonna have some fun! We're gonna chase some rats!
I will give you belly rubs.
Can I try and like find a rock big enough to push into the river just to like make it all
away the fish.
Yeah, scare the fish away and make it all like Ripley so we can't see them.
Yes.
No, that's a clever idea.
Yeah.
The heaviest rock I can carry.
Where are you
is
dropping
probably
it from?
Just the bank.
Yeah.
Wherever his face is, just push it in front of him so there's no fish there anymore.
It's a fairly turbulent river, so he's obviously just caught a glimpse of it and he's anticipating.
Okay.
As
that won't
you
work then.
splash at Rocket, though, he just sort of his head snaps to where the rock fell in and he starts staring intently at it with his tail wagging faster.
Oh dear.
Can pull the rock back out.
Yeah, if you drop it right next to the bank, you probably can.
Look, it was just a rock. Go get it.
Jumps in, starts paddling frantically. You see his head just snapping at the water.
Brucho, to the edge. Come on.
At least he can swim.
He swims for about 30 seconds, then he starts getting tired and starts swimming to the bank and pulls himself out. Feet now covered in mud. Shakes himself all over you.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back before he shakes.
Oh.
Pull my wings over.
Come on,
Well.
Brucho. We have to get rats now. And now you stink of water.
He can scare away the rats.
My robes are away. I'm gonna get in trouble.
By this point, I'm walking to the shed.
Yeah. I'm trying to lead the now wet Brucho to the shed.
He doesn't have like a collar or anything, does he?
Brucho, no.
Okay.
He's a free-range dog.
Yeah. On a farming orphanage, I could guess that.
I'll keep giving him scritches on the head, so while I'm walking and he follows me for the scritches.
Sometimes when people needed to take Brucho, they use a rope.
Okay. We don't have a rope though.
Probably
No,
not.
we
Yeah,
Unless
let's
you
do
want
it.
to string your boat.
I'm just giving him scritches.
We can make a daisy chain of knives.
What, stab the first one into him and then just pull him by the handle?
Come on, Brucho.
I'm neutral, I promise. But yeah, I'll just give him scritches to keep him walking with us away from the river.
He seems to have had enough of the river now, after being soggy and covered in mud.
Seems fair.
We'll catch up to Kip if we may.
Yep. So you get past to the edge where you know the shed is. There's a very large wooden fence that skirts the whole area. The area is probably about 150 feet by 100 feet, and it's just covered in ivy, this fence. And there's a single wooden gate which is fairly worn, which is closed but not locked. But you know, you're not really meant to go in there.
How tall is it?
The fence?
Yeah.
The fence would probably be about 8 feet tall.
I'm just staring up at the top of it. I'm thinking of the best way to climb it.
What's wrong?
Oh, gee.
This is look.
Is there a fence in your way?
There is. I want to do something about that.
You can fly over it, right?
So
my
what
God.
are you guys gonna do?
Well, maybe
I'll try and like
Is there a
run
gate?
up to the fence and like try and climb it.
It is covered in ivy.
Is there a gate?
I touch the ivy. Is it stingy?
No.
Excellent. I climb the ivy.
Is the gate locked?
I'm just gonna hover and watch them climb.
I'm just gonna open the gate.
I was just gonna run over and be like, I'm storming the castle like a knight. And I'll kick the gate.
That's right, and Brucho sort of
He's gonna follow Ruse in.
I am a giant barbarian.
I'll stay hovering.
But you're
behind
quite
you, still
short
climbing.
though.
I just climb up, climb over, and climb down.
you've never been in here before, so you know you're not meant to go in here. And as you enter it, it just looks like a beautiful, well-kept garden. Lots of bright, colourful flowers, topiaries, carefully trimmed.
Oh my god. Why are we not allowed here? This is beautiful.
I didn't realise Alpha Sil was such a green thumb.
He doesn't have. He's not. I'll lift up my thumbs. He is not.
I gesture to the remnants of cabbage on my face and say, "Well, I mean, to be fair, if we were all allowed there, I don't think it would be this beautiful. I would probably destroy a lot of it. Let's be real here.
I don't know what you're talking about. How does the gate look?
A little bit more worn than before, but being a child kicking a gate, just kind of bounced back up.
How is Brucho reacting to all of this, however?
His tail's wagging, he's sniffing around.
Is he allowed
You've
in
seen him
here?
go in here
Okay.
before. He's Alpha Sil.
That's good.
Pluto, can you smell rats?
Alright.
Do you smell any rats?
Goes up and there's a small bunch of daisies and just eats one. Starts showing it, looking at you.
That is not a rat.
While I was like on top of the fence climbing it, did I see any rats?
You didn't see any rats. It's very dense though. There are paths going through it, but there's a lot of flowers, shrubs.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, you did see a very well kept small wooden cabin,
Mm-hmm.
and you did spy a stone statue in front of a beautiful woman with her hand out wreathed in flowers that seemed to be growing up from the gardens around her.
I got a pocket of flour from somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know what kind, but just a flower. I'm just gonna have it.
Got a flower.
I just want a flower now. Why
I'm
not?
gonna fly straight over to the statue and just perch on
A light on it.
perch on its shoulder or something.
Don't worry, fair princess, we will save you.
From the rats?
It's a fairly large statue. You could probably perch on the head or on the outstretched arm.
Yeah, perch on the arm. Guys, the shed's over here.
Can you see any rats?
Roll a perception check for me.
8.
You don't see any rats.
You're retired for tonight.
We are the worst.
We should be playing make-believe. This is a castle and we are storming it to save the town from, I don't know.
The rats
The
are
giant
goblins.
Yes, goblins, like goblins.
I'm a gargoyle. And just like
Yes,
perch on
yes.
my wings.
Do the face.
My bill.
All right.
Wait,
Brilliant.
Oh, what?
this is a stealth mission. We
You're
gotta be
right.
quiet. We're not allowed to alert the enemy that we're here.
I will crouch in my dwarven form. Not much different.
And I will start tiptoeing my way, trying not to make any sound.
I'm gonna try to follow along with this, but like half-heartedly, like not really, just like I don't. Okay.
It's like kicking a tin.
Yeah. Exactly.
You should have your knife out. It's your sword now.
I didn't take a knife. I threw the stick.
Take this one. I hand him my other knife.
What? Where do you think we're getting these knives from?
It's very important to be armed at all times.
That's what the stick is for.
Okay, well, I will take that if you are not using it
But it's mine.
for now.
No, it's my knife. I like knives.
I'll tell Ellie.
But then I'll tell him about the cleaver.
Damn it. What cleaver?
Just like there's... And I'll just like drop the knife on the ground. No knife.
I gotta pick it up.
I'm picking it up before him.
Yeah, you probably could.
We should really take away these knives from them at some point. They're gonna hurt themselves.
I can't do that. I'm a fountain. Gotta take some water on the top of the statue.
I'll put the knives away. And resume my...
This is a haunted castle with a statue that is alive.
What? It's a duck man.
No, it's a duck man lady. He's on a duck lady van.
I like do the Scooby-Doo tiptoe all the way over to the statue.
Roll perception once you get there.
Sure. Natural 20.
That should have been for your step.
So it's a fairly old, worn statue, and as Tom spits this water up and you reach it, you see it splash down on the statue and it starts running. You notice as the water turns slightly red as it runs down, just very slightly.
I touch it.
Yep.
Is it like... Is it water? It's just
What
water.
are you doing?
And you
What are you
see
doing?
at the bottom what looks like small pools of blood that have seeped into the earth and stained the statue.
What?
There is,
Are you poking my spit?
No, I'm poking, unless you spit red blood.
Hello?
Tom can't do
It doesn't look like he
I
does.
think so.
I touch the cut on my arm from the crab and compare it. Yeah, it looks like blood.
That's really
That's
weird.
interesting.
I'm getting my cleaver out.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Is it possible it's rat blood?
I'm just looking at myself to see if I'm bleeding.
I with my bloody fingers, I taste my own blood, and then I taste the other one.
You do get that very slight coppery taste, but very, very watered down.
If you want, I could just spit into your mouth from up here.
That-
That keen to taste
That's
this.
gross. Why?
He's the one doing it.
It tastes like water.
Can I look
It's
at
in water. That's why.
Can I look at the statue to see like at what point it changes to blood? Like as you're saying, it starts as water and ends as blood.
Yep. Roll perception.
I mean, I'll help him with this.
8.
This is
Are you
weird,
trained?
man.
In perception, normally I am.
Roll with advantage.
Sure.
This is really weird.
So it would be a 18 total.
Yeah, so you get the feeling that blood has been put on this statue before and the water's loosened it up. But any blood that's been here before has run down previously, and that's why it's so much denser in the soil around it.
It's almost like it was put here.
Should we tell someone about that?
But then we'd get in trouble because we're not supposed to be here.
Right, but wouldn't whoever have put blood here also be in trouble?
Is this like God stuff? Like an altar? Like a sacrifice? Do we have to kill a...
I read
What?
that people use blood on sacrifices.
What
Maybe
if-
I'll try.
Where did you find that book?
Don't you bleed on it. No. What if we kill a rat and put the rat on it?
That's a good idea. Why?
Because someone has done it.
Look,
We can do it too. We can be heroes.
Other people can jump off cliffs too!
but the
Not heroes, they will die.
I can jump off cliffs.
Raz,
Well, you can.
you see,
So can you actually.
blood. There was blood
Not today!
There was blood already on the statue, and now it's gone. So now we need to replace it. If we put it back, it's almost like it was never there, never lost in the first place. We'll be heroes.
Can I have a look at the hand?
Yep.
There's some
With the perception.
wild mental gymnastics you got going on there!
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you do see a much darker stain in the hand, mostly washed away from the recent rains. But you can see that it looks like blood has been deliberately put in the hand, and you see slight stains that run down the arm and down the statue.
It looks like they put it in the hand up here.
That means you need to do it. Otherwise, I have to climb. Or you can levitate me.
No,
I can't.
Tonk, no. Something else's blood, not yours. I don't want you to get hurt.
Let's get those rats first.
Okay.
Speaking of, and I start looking around for rats.
Yes, let's look for goblin rats.
I'm still really weirded
No,
out by the
I start looking for
fountain
Brook
statue thing. Where is
I don't know
Richard,
where
by the way?
Brook
He's just happily wagging his tail, looking around the garden, sniffing things.
Not at all bothered by the dry blood.
Doesn't seem to be.
I look for rats.
He's not a
Alright.
shark.
He's a
Yeah.
My dog sniffed out like band-aids at the bottom of the bin, like instantly. Yeah.
That's kind of grody.
Oh, yeah.
Trudge my way over to the
They
cabin.
very much
Yeah.
are sharks.
Yeah, alright, yeah. God, I'm staying by the fence actually. This is fucking creepy now.
So I start trudging and then I go, all right, goblins. And I start tiptoeing again.
How far is the shed from the statue?
Almost next to it, so the statue's just up in
Yeah.
front, about 10 feet forward.
So I'll just watch until you guys open the door before I come down.
So as you approach, the vines that are growing up the side, when you get about 10 feet away, they just start suturing over the front of the door, moving of their own accord.
Oh no, a magic door.
This place is really creepy, guys.
This really is a quest.
What do we do?
Not one that we should be doing!
Get out of the way, Bush. Tonk! Stop it!
The blood on the hand?
No!
Well, we're gonna find some rats for that.
But I have blood.
So do I, but you know,
If you do this, Tonk.
I like to wipe my cut and just hold up my finger.
If you
I mean,
really
so-
want to do this, you can do this. But if like a god comes and takes you away, then I have to go get you. But that is a quest! I guess we can do it.
Be heroes!
I'll give myself a little cut on the hand.
Oh no!
Should never give
Shake
you
hands with the
Why?
statue.
Oh no!
Yep, a bit of blood trickles down to the palm and pulls there for a moment.
I
Nothing
brace for
happened.
impact. I look at these clouds.
Nothing happened?
And I'll get a little bit of cloth and just put
Oh.
my hand back up.
Are you alright?
How big is the cabin?
The cabin is probably 30 feet across, about 15 feet deep.
Yep.
About 15 feet tall.
And the vines are sort of all curled over the door.
Yeah, they're sort of growing up around the structure, but they are suturing across the door, making it hard to get through.
Are there any windows?
Not that you can see.
I'll do a sort of walk around with the cabin, see if there's any windows or back door.
Don't seem to be. It seems that there's one entrance and it's protected by these vines.
The chimney?
There is a very small chimney.
Can I fan it?
You wouldn't be able to.
Oh.
Would any of us?
No.
How small of a form can I take? No. I was gonna knock on it and be like, it's me, Alpha Sil. Let me in.
Nothing seems to happen.
I'll say
I
what?
shot my shot.
It worked on Ailey.
Hey, Mr. Statue, can you let us in now that we're blood sisters? She doesn't want to let us in.
You hear scurrying in the bushes and you turn around to see Brucho dashing after something.
What is it, Brucho?
I think there's a reason we're not allowed in here, guys. There's probably a reason.
Well, we are allowed in here. We're just not allowed in here. Pointing at the cabin.
I don't think that's entirely the case.
If we weren't allowed in here, why would the gate not be locked?
That is a very... I like the way you think.
It wasn't locked, therefore it means we should be allowed in
Can I
here.
start trying to pull the vines out of the way?
Yeah, strength check.
Oh god. 4.
You sort of grab at them, they almost feel like twisted tree branches that have solidified quite firmly across the front.
Nah. I want to get in the door. How do I get in the door, Vines? Talk to me.
It's a puzzle.
Okay, we bled on the statue and that did not work.
Right. Why are we still trying to get in here?
Because we have to kill the rats. I mean the goblins. I mean the rats.
Aren't the rats out here? Isn't that what Brucho's chasing?
I look at Brucho.
He seems to be chasing something through the underbrush.
Brucho, chase it this way. Save us a lot of work.
Unfortunately, he's caught up in the hunt and doesn't seem to listen.
Oh, man.
I'll try and fly over. Where
Tonk,
Brucho
what do
is
your bird
and
eyes
just
see?
try and chase him until I can spot what he's chasing.
I'm also going to chase Brucho and see if I can do that, just on foot,
Yep.
because I can't fly.
Now they're getting into it.
I mean...
You see Brucho dashing after something. You do see the occasional flash of grey as a very large rat disappearing between plants. Brucho seems to lose it and he starts sniffing around.
That's huge and gross.
I know I probably won't give them bardic inspiration, but I'm going to start singing Ride of the Valkyries.
How does that sound, son?
Dun 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 dun.
I rely on someone.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, God.
Does that turn me into a helicopter? Or still a duck?
No,
His shoulder mounted cannon.
I was going to say, it turns into a prop plane, is what it does.
Polymorph into a helicopter.
Yeah.
It's a big logic jump, but alright.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Well,
He found a rat, but I think he lost it.
I draw a knife, hold it up valiantly, and say, "Then we must attack the goblins! Charge!" And I'll just dash after.
Make a deck save.
I'm going to look around.
Sure.
I'm going to see if those traps are outside by chance.
That's not bad.
That's actually really good. 19.
Your foot catches on a root as you try and dash into the underbrush, and you almost fall forward, but you manage to just pull your foot in front of you and steady yourself.
Perhaps that's not a good idea.
I am laughing hard.
I put the knife away, then keep running.
Coward!
At least
I'll
one
take
of
the
you
cleaver and the knife. One in each hand and I'll start running. I'm literally just running to the flowers hoping to find a rat.
Oh,
I don't really have
I'm
any
wise,
sense
not
to doing
smart.
that.
You run around for a little while. Your stomping feet probably scaring the rats off. You don't find any.
Yeah, I'll make a lot of noise as well.
I mean, yeah, that can work as well if we chase away the rats.
Come here, goblin rats!
You're right. We need to be quiet so we can attract them
What?
and not
No.
scare them away.
No, that's the opposite of what we're trying to do.
What if I lay down in them and start going...
Where are you lying down?
in the flowers?
Yep. Like, completely buried in them?
Yeah. Oh, we're not like, I'm lying down like prone and just making rat noises.
If you're in the flowers, you'd be, like, buried in them.
Okay, yeah. And I'll make rat noises.
Yep. You make rat noises for a few moments.
Yeah.
Then you feel a big wet lick as Brucho runs up and starts licking your face.
I turn with the cleaver and the knife. Oh! Brucho!
Brucho found a big ugly rat, guys. Kill it, Brucho, kill it.
It looks like
You are a
Alpha.
gargoyle, you cannot talk!
Can I go back up and climb the statue?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not too hard. It's, with the vines wrapped around, it's easy to
I'll climb up onto the statue and then just keep an eye out for any movement that isn't Brucho or the rest of us.
Have the vines disappeared now that we're away from the shed?
Yeah, as you moved away, they pulled back.
I have a really bad idea.
Do it.
What's the idea?
I'm just going to try and bolt for the door and hope it's a push door and try to open it. I'm just going to run up and just hope.
I sit down and watch.
Just hope that it opens.
Athletics check.
Oh, it's a half decent roll at least. 13.
Yep, you dash forward, and as you get close, you see the vines just twisted in front of you
Oh, man.
before you can get there.
Damn it.
Almost.
I mean, look, it was either going to work or it wasn't, and very clearly it's not. We need somebody's help to get into this shed so we can get the traps, which I assume are in there. I haven't looked around for them, but I assume they're in there.
Looking around, are there any movement through the underbrush?
Not that you can see. I mean, the flowers are swaying in the breeze.
That's a good thought. What if there is a rat trap with a rat in it already? They said there might be some around this shed. What if we found a rat trap with a rat in it?
Then
Then
well
we-
done.
Yeah, right.
Tom,
we
can
go
you
back.
see any rat traps?
We take the rat out of it, reset the trap, and then leave.
But also use the rat on the statue and get into the shed where all the treasure is. It's definitely treasure.
I mean,
There must be.
I'm not going to argue with that.
It's not a quest if there is no treasure.
Well, the storybooks tell you that there's a
That's right.
there's a treasure.
But
and a
we're not allowed in
princess.
the shed. I grant you we're allowed out here, but we're definitely not allowed in the shed.
I'll do a couple of swoops around. to look
Is
for
the
any
door locked?
Set traps.
There are no set
By
traps.
vines, yes.
But is the door itself locked?
I haven't checked.
If the door's not locked, we're allowed in there.
We've literally been told we're not allowed in there.
I don't think the door is locked, but the vines are like a different kind of lock. Like nature going, this door is locked.
If
That's a
nature's
good point.
lock,
That's a good point.
we should lock the orphanage like this at night.
Have the
Yes,
vines
I'll just
properly-
take these
have the
magic
fully-
vines back with us and say, hey, can you lock this door now, please, also?
Have they fully receded now?
As
Do you have
people
a
move
shovel?
away, they do.
I have a
As
clue.
you're looking for the traps, you look around, you find nothing, and you think about it, you've never seen a trap anywhere here. Nowhere in the orphanage.
But
Or
Chef said
surrounding
there were
area.
traps.
Yeah.
Well, we've never seen any.
He was probably lying. He does that to me sometimes.
That's terrible when people lie to you.
I'll just give you a stare.
After I finish my lap, I'm going to perch on the roof and have a look in the chimney.
Yep.
See what you can see.
There is a strange glow as you watch it sort of pulsates, and there's lots of different colours that seem to glow and then fade and then glow again.
There's colourful glowing inside. Should I bleed
As-
in there?
As he's on the roof, are the vines curling across again? Or
Don't bleed anymore.
You
No.
get
What
within
if
10
you
feet,
break
they
down
just
the
sort of wrap
chimney?
away.
No, stop.
Tonk, how fast can you move?
Pretty fast, faster than you. For sure.
I feel like we should have a race at some point. But if you can move the fastest, do you want to move away from the door, the cabin,
You
and
can
then the
fly
vines?
at the door.
Just do what he did.
If you're suggesting I fly full speed into a closed door, then no thank you.
I
what if it's a push
I
door?
climb down the statue and say, "Well, can you please just move away from it? I'll do it."
What?
No
Away
harm.
from
No
the
harm.
door.
in trying.
I'm not at the door. I'm
The
on
vines.
roof.
The vines are the vines.
No, he's at the top of the chimney.
I got it.
Get inspiration for our
Athletics check.
Yep.
Really work on that bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's cocked. That's a natural one.
Yep. You start clapping and cheering him on. You're watching from the roof as he runs forward and just face plants.
Oh, perfect.
I'll just get up.
You've grazed your knee a little.
Oh.
I'm still clapping.
I'll sniff, hold back a tear, pat, and just say quietly to myself, "I've heard worse." And I'll
Oh, look,
just
now-
subtly rub my arm and then just walk back and get ready to do it again.
Oh look, now Kip's hurt.
Since you were
roll.
wondering, I can do that, but faster. Yeah.
But you're not going to do it, so somebody has to.
This
Everyone
quest
roll
is
a
going horribly.
perception check for me.
Please,
Natural one.
please let someone catch us so this can stop. That's our second natural one's what that
Yeah,
is.
I got a nat one too.
That's a
Now you're retired. I'm burning through dice pretty quickly.
that's a 4.
As they're arguing about who's faster and who could do it and how they could do it, you notice that the doors reopen again as he's moved back. And you see Brucho sort of walks up and sniffing around the front, much closer than you've gotten. And the vines don't seem to be wrapping around.
If Brucho can just go in, we should just go with him.
That's a great idea. Maybe.
Oh,
It's possibly.
I will.
Brucho,
Wait, hang on.
Brucho, there's a rat inside. Quick, get it.
Wait, I got an idea. Fly down and can I find like a rock or something?
Yeah.
Brucho!
Oh god.
Go get it.
And I just peg it at the door.
Yep. He charges at the door, closes in about a foot away, the rock bounces off and he goes to grab it.
I run up to the door as he's there.
The vine suture.
Oh. I run 10 feet back. I just sit there staring at it for a second.
Okay, I'll do it again. I'll go to the frog coming. Brucho! Go get it! Tuck it under my arm. Not actually throw it, but pretend to throw it straight at the door.
He runs a few steps and stops and stares at you.
I charge at the door again.
Athletics check.
Sure. God. Let's say 8.
Yeah, you run and Brucho's kind of in your way as he stops and you sort of the vines wrap around again.
I'm just gonna keep doing it over and over again.
This is a really
At
weird
this
shed,
point.
guys.
At this point, that's the best thing in my mind. I'll just keep doing it.
Okay, go. One more idea. One more
Okay.
idea, guys.
Uh-huh.
Brucho! Come get it! And I'll fly, take off straight for the door, and then like zoom up before I get to it and try and get him to bolt into the door.
What a clever duck you are.
Yeah.
What a clever duck.
He dashes after you, picking up speed, and looks up to see where you've gone and just straight to the door.
Oh,
You hear it
we're so mean to this dog.
comes back.
Did it open? I say as I
Did it open?
That did swing open just a crack.
So it's not locked.
Well,
Okay.
not manually.
Alright.
We've still been told we're not allowed in there. But I really want to know what's colourful in there.
Can you levitate me again?
No! We've been over this!
Can I start trying to cleaver some of the vines?
Yeah.
It'll probably take a while, but I'm going to start.
Wait, I can throw the rock in now and Brucho can go in.
Can you get past the...
Try and
leaves?
lob the rock into the crack of the door.
Yep. How close are you getting?
Just as close before the vines come up.
So that's about
Walk
12
up.
feet off.
Yeah, test it.
It would be a low DC, but make a strength check or an athletics check, your choice.
I
I mean-
if we're not adding anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much.
No provisions anyway, right?
They're also the
Make a
same
check.
for me. Nat
That
20.
way.
Whoa!
Yep, so you know, perfectly, and it hits the
You
door
make
and
a window.
bounces in. And Brucho runs up and sort of uses his nose to push the door open and disappears into the interior.
Okay, so we've got the door open.
Okay, well one of us got in.
I still look like
towards the door.
Alpha still, right?
Yes.
Can I just walk in?
You haven't seemed to be able
You,
to.
I was like, you've tried a lot.
I try to walk in now that Brucho's been inside.
As you get closer, the vines
Hmm.
across the door.
I'm gonna go back 12 feet.
Is there any,
Walk up, step up, 11 feet. One more step, and then bolt again.
is there any sort of gap like underneath them?
Except
Like,
this
crawl
time-
under them?
Not big enough to crawl, but you can see through the vines.
This
They're-
time
Oh,
I
that
wanna-
makes things better. Yeah. How ajar is the door then?
Brucho just pushed it open, so it's about 30 degrees open.
I want to
just
full
gonna
commit
walk
to
in there.
this and just
Alright.
drive and then just jump and dive through with my hands up over my face. I'm full committed at this point.
Why?
Dex check.
I want to see how this goes. My dex is higher, so
can
that
just
is a
see.
7.
Oh.
We can just see.
You take 2 points of damage as you crash into these vines that are like wooden sticks across the door.
I just lay on the ground for a second.
Yeah, we're gonna have a look in
Flip over onto my
Like
back.
smart people.
from 12 feet away.
Oh, like
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from 12 feet away, you don't see much because the door's ajar.
Yeah, we can-
as
we
you
can-
skirt around, you see some shelves with what look like tiny glass bottles, lots of different colours glowing.
It looks like potions.
Yeah, that's
or
those
something.
potions look like, right?
Do we see any rat traps?
You don't see any rat traps.
What are
I'm gonna try wedge open the vines to get a like a gap. And who's the stronger? Who else is strong here?
It's not me. I don't think it's not him either. It's just
With
you.
his bird bones, probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I-
Okay.
I know that I wrote.
I'm just gonna go to the vines and like wedge my foot in one and my hands in the other and just try and lever open a gap so people can fit in.
I mean, we've seen what's colourful in there now, right? Like the
So go and get them.
Strength check.
I mean, I've seen them now. That's enough.
Hey, 16.
All right.
You lift it a little bit, it starts bowing a little bit. You think maybe if you really tried,
Somebody
squeeze
help!
through.
What's the smallest person that I know?
Somebody!
Oh no.
There's a halfling child who's about 4.
Alright.
Oh my good lord.
I'm going to try and take their form.
Yep.
So at 6 seconds, I'll take their form as close as I can, and then try and squeeze the gap.
Yep. So you start shrinking down. Bright pink hair sprouts from your head. Fine features.
And there's like
See
that
from the
really
dwarves.
horrible cracking noise from Animorphs.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Leo, what are you doing here now?
Sounds
Did you break your
incredibly
bones?
painful, but there's like no flinching on my face.
Oh no.
Okay,
What?
let's go!
When did you get here? And where did Ruse go?
It's me, Ruse. I'm just really great, and we're gonna get through here.
You're gonna have to teach me how you do that one day.
I don't think you can.
Raz!
Make,
Put your stick in it!
Athletics or acrobatics check.
The better one of those would be 14.
Yeah, you manage to sort of get in. You feel, as you about halfway through, his grip shaking a bit, and you feel it pinching on you.
I'm gonna put my stick in it.
And you manage to sort of scurry in
Through
just before he gives way.
Does he manage to sort of like wedge his stick in?
Oh no,
You
you're
don't
you're
stick
only
in.
told to put my stick in it. You didn't tell me to do anything with it. I've just jammed my stick into a vine now.
So now a tiny little halfling. I'm just gonna scamper around the room and have a look at what I can. Can I investigate or?
It's pretty obvious once you get in there what's in there. You see Brucho is just wandering around sniffing things again. The walls are just covered in these tiny glass vials of glowing, colourful liquids. In the centre there's a large dais made of stone with flowers that look like they've been cut but still somehow alive, wreathed around it. And a fairly large pool of blood that looks like it's been cleaned up on there. On the back of the wall you see your favourites. All sorts of sharp tools.
Oh no!
No resistances. I forget others are outside. Anything that looks like a knife, I'm taking it.
Yeah, there are lots of cleavers. They look like they're butcher's tools.
Yeah, no cleaners. No.
Knives, cleavers, all the above. With very fine birch handles, and it looks like there's an inlay of carved flowers and stems.
What is it
in the
you
blade.
see?
Not even listening. Just hoarding them, stuffing them down with pant legs and stuff.
Oh no!
Can I squeeze through?
No.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
then I'll try and find a rock or something and try and use some bookwormy engineering skills to
Get it in there.
get a lever
Nice.
up under
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
the
You can use my stick.
These thumbs are all
Roll an intelligence check.
6.
Oh.
You sort of get a large rock in the stick, and you try to pry it up, but it's just too strong.
Put the rock on the vines!
You notice he's still like pulling on it, but it's actually doing nothing anymore.
So after I collect all
Stop
that
pulling.
crap, are there any
But it
traps?
won't close!
It already has.
There are no traps.
Let go.
What?
What's in there?
Potions and nothing else. Just potions. And like a rock in the middle with blood on it and flowers.
How big is the gap?
Why is there
Right.
blood all through
Yeah,
this
like,
place?
How wide?
There's
Would it
blood
be
and
feasible
flowers.
that my
Cool.
slight frame could, being a, like my slight frame? Not really?
It was barely able to get something small
Alright,
through.
fair enough.
What
Raz,
was that for?
put the flowers with the blood on the statue's hand.
Why?
Because there's flowers here and blood, and that seems to be how they got in.
Are you sure?
No?
I do it. I just grab a flower and go up with my dab it in my little cut that I got and then put it on the hand.
Keep my flower.
Yep, you sit there, the flower just sort of floats a little bit in the growing pool of blood. Doesn't seem to do anything though.
It's not working!
I don't know. What else is there in here? DM?
Nothing.
Do you want the potions?
There's potions
Kind
in there?
of.
There's colors. I assume they are potions. Probably ones that make you fly and do strong and all sorts of potions.
Can
know
you
what
get
it
me a green one?
is. Is there a green one?
Yes, lots
I
of
don't
green
think we
ones.
should steal from.
It's treasure. We are questers.
We'll get in trouble.
We are probably already in trouble at this point. Why not have something to show for it?
But I really want the colourful things, Tonk.
As I sort of like pull these two about 10 feet back, do the
Alright.
vines actually move away even though he's
Yes.
inside? Huh. Interesting. I'll try one more time to bolt in.
I'm not gonna stop you. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I'm just gonna try.
Athletics check.
Sure. Oh my god. 11.
You run and the vines come across before you get there.
Oh, there's a question. Are there any rats in this room?
Roll an investigation.
Not awful. 12.
You do see a small hole in the corner that could be a rat hole.
Alright.
Well, that's gross.
Can I... I got an idea.
Oh.
Can I get a cleaver off the wall? Like one of the...
No, you can take it off your person since you've taken them all.
No, I left the cleavers. I just want the
Okay.
knives. But I'll take one of the cleavers off the wall and go over to where the hole is and like slam it into the floor to block the hole.
Yep.
Is it that big or is it bigger than that? Or...
No, that would block the hole.
Yep. That's all I want to do is like get it hard in the ground to block the hole so the rats can't get in.
It's sort of in the corner, so you think they might be able to sort of get up and over it. But if you put it at an angle, it's probably going to make it very hard for them to get in and around.
And then I'm going to take a few knives and stab them into the ground the other way so that if they try and get through, they're going to like hit the edge of knife blades.
Yep. Baby psychopath.
Yeah, just, you know, if you're going to have a trap, you make sure that they're not going to want
What
to
are you
get through.
doing in there?
Running the gauntlet before
Exactly.
they want these potions.
Yeah, that's it. If they want in there. I'm protecting the treasure from dragons.
You do hear a very tiny squeak coming from down under the corner of the wall.
Can I lift the cleaver up and look?
Yeah. You don't have dark vision?
No. No, I don't. No.
So you don't really see anything other than the darkness in the hole. You see Brucho come up and sort of stick his nose in and sniff a bit.
What do your dog eyes see, Brucho? Rat? Rat?
Stares blankly at you, not understanding the English language.
Try French.
I was like, he understood drop.
Get it!
Cocks his head at you.
Take your knives out.
No, they're out. I moved it.
Oh, good.
Look. Alright, well, if we could just block that hole, I'll put the thing back in and put the knives in as like a, not a trap, but a deterrent.
Roll a strength check to see how well you can jam it to floorboards.
16 straight.
That's not
If
bad.
you're making a trap in there, is someone going to know that we were here?
Probably, but there will be no rats. We did our job.
You see Brucho come up and like bite on the handle and try and pull the knife.
Brucho! I worked hard on this. Brucho!
You see like some teeth marks coming up in the wood, but it doesn't seem to be moving.
At this point, I'm just trying to cut through one of the, like, just one of the vines.
Yep. Okay. Roll an attack with advantage.
Sure. Natural 20.
Hey.
Yep, you saw through one. What are you two doing at this time?
Probably perch on the roof, like looking down the chimney and talking to you. No,
Lamenting
just
my life
listening to what
choices.
you're trying to do.
What are you doing?
Lamenting my life choices.
From where? Is the important question.
Probably near the gate at this point.
Roll for regret.
Roll perception for me.
Oh,
And I'll
Jesus.
let you as well from the roof.
Oh man, you're retiring that one as well, aren't you?
That one.
Oh boy.
12.
I'm gonna like Looney Tunes pull my head out of the chimney, like covered in soot. With my eyes.
So you see Kip cut off a vine, drop to the ground. You see just a small patch of flowers just start dying off and withering, just drop.
Ah! What are you doing?
I'm making a hole!
You're killing the flowers!
I'm doing what? I'm cutting the vine!
You're killing the flowers! As well!
What?
They're somehow attached! Possibly
Have
by
I
the
made
fact
the hole slightly bigger?
One of the vines has dropped off.
I just wanted to make the hole slightly bigger so I could get through it.
Oh,
I don't think there's anything left in here except for the potions. Do we want those?
I want a green one.
They're very small, and there's literally probably hundreds of them around the walls on lots of narrow shelves.
well, someone's
grab
probably
it.
already noticed that we've been here,
I'll
so...
grab 4 green potions.
Yep.
What did you say the blood was on?
In for a
The
copper.
blood was on the big stone in the middle of the room.
Is there any writing on the stone?
I can have a look.
There are symbols marked in it that you don't understand.
There are symbols on there that I do not understand.
This is starting to sound weird.
What do they look like?
Like
Oh,
symbols that I do not understand.
Oh, look.
I have an idea. Maybe it will work. Can I go near the door from the inside?
Yes.
Kip, get away from the door.
I step away from the door.
So as you step 10 feet back, the vine's open.
Oh, so you can leave, okay.
Maybe. Or if I like slightly go through that door, they'll crush me. Maybe, I don't know. But can you see from there through to? I'll point it out to him. Can you see from outside?
You can pull
you
the
see
door
it
open.
well?
And yes, you can. You wouldn't really be able to see what's carved into it very well.
Yeah.
But you can see it.
Flopping on my little duck
Can,
feet, like
can-
trying to get a look.
Can you describe the symbols?
I could draw them.
Are they
Is-
glowing?
Is there paper in there?
No.
There's no parchment back.
Oh.
Are the symbols glowing?
Carve them to the door.
I don't know. Should I put blood on it?
Step
No!
back. Step back from the door.
You can have
Like
some of mine.
into the room. Step back. I'm gonna make the vines go across. Watch the symbols. See if they glow.
Okay.
Magic is weird. And then I step forward.
Yeah, the vine's closed. Nothing closed though.
Did you get a green one?
I mean,
I have 4 green ones.
At least have it.
Can I just pass it through the vine?
No, there's kind of hole. Yeah, you probably could. It's fairly
Just
small.
passing one.
I mean, since we're having potions, can I have a light blue one?
Is there a light blue one?
Yeah, there's pretty much every colour you can imagine plastered
Yeah.
across the wall.
I'll just get like one of each. No, not one of each, but I'll get a blue one and pass it through to you as well, and the
Perfect.
other green ones.
Roll a perception check if you're sniffing it.
Sure. Yeah. That's a 16.
It smells exactly like the ink you use with your quill.
Smells like ink.
Do not drink it then.
But if it's a potion, you're supposed to drink them,
Not
right?
if it is ink. That's for writing, not for biting. You know the
Can I
rules.
like dip my finger into it and like get a little dab on my
You
finger?
could probably put it
Yeah.
just up and
Just up and
just
get
a tiny little vial.
taste
Is
it.
this what you thought was
Tastes
going to
a
happen
lot
today when you
like
woke up?
Cooper always puts stuff in his
And your
mouth.
tongue goes a little bit numb.
It does.
Does it taste like my blood and spit?
It tastes like ink. So no.
In comparison to his blood and spit, how does it taste?
Like ink.
For better or worse?
So glad
What's
you
your
have that same
favourite
taste.
disgusting things?
My lips are numb. They get a bit numb.
I don't think that's a good thing.
I don't know if there's anything I can do in here other than
Leave?
kill a thing and make it bleed on this thing.
Why do we keep talking about killing things?
Because
A
there has to be something
sacrifice.
else. Did you not read the books?
Where do you people keep finding these books?
This must be a dark cult.
I do not.
They
no,
do
I'm getting
blood
out of it. As
sacrifices.
soon as he mentions that, it ticks and that might be it. I'm getting out of it.
How close to the door are you standing now?
I'm right next to the
The
door
door does
still.
not open.
Get away from the door! I have to get away from the cult! All the sharp things on the wall are explained now!
I'm gonna
What
stand
sharp
right by the
things?
vines.
Let me up! Let me up! And I'm like shifting to the half.
Okay, step back a bit.
I
Step
mean,
back
the
a
hole's
bit.
probably bigger now.
Let him out!
And I step back.
I don't.
No, come back. Step back.
Get away from the door!
And now
Let
you
him
can come
out!
out. Now you
Are
can
the
come
vines
out.
gone?
I'm
Not
still
yet.
standing there.
Oh, for God's sake.
Step back further!
I'm just gonna have to drag him away.
I slowly pocket the thing and
Just
then
step back,
step
step
back.
Now come out.
I cannot! The vines are. You're still
Just
too
step
close!
back. I step
You're
back.
too
I'll
close!
step back.
We're all
We'll step
back.
back.
Why do I have to step back?
We're
I'm
the
fine
vines
here.
open.
You are tricking me!
We're all Get out of it. We're all back. It's all
Stand
good.
right by the vines.
No,
The
they're
vines.
gone. We're
When the
out of
cult
there.
takes me and kills me, you will be to blame.
You can come out
Imagine
now.
what Alpha
You
Seal
can
will
come
say.
out now.
You should be able to come out
There's no
now.
vines now.
Yeah.
You hear Brucho whining in the corner as he's sort of biting at the knife.
Bruto, stop biting the knife! Come on!
He stops and whips his head around, looks at it, and then starts biting it again.
Come on!
I charge the vines again. I charge the door again.
Dex check.
Seems to be the only thing that's kind of working for me. 14.
You take 1 point of damage.
I was like, you tried it 4 times. It's not worked once.
Hang on.
I'm close.
Remember when we fought the wolf?
Yeah?
What
And
about it?
Alpha Seal always takes the bodies of all the animals and brings them out here.
Well, he brings them somewhere. We've never seen where he goes.
You have not followed him? Just me?
No.
Why would you not follow
I
him?
knew you would follow him.
Why would you not
I'm like,
follow him?
yeah.
Why
it's
would
the
you
vines.
follow him?
Why would you not?
You would have seen him in the past when cattle get sickly and old that he leads them through to this area.
Oh yeah.
What if he
I'm still
brings
not
them
following.
in this room and kills them on this slab? That's why the blood is here.
But how does
Would definitely explain why we're not allowed out here.
But then what does he? How does he make ink out of the blood?
I don't think this is made of blood. I think this... I don't know these things. But this is a thing with blood on it, and there's flowers outside, there's flowers in here. They're chopped off, but they're alive. And why does the statue have blood on it?
I just think this whole place is really weird, and we should leave at some point.
We are taught to kill rats, we have killed no rats.
Wait!
I'm gonna go back to the statue and just start looking at it. Are there any switches or anything? Is there any hidden mechanism?
There's a giant red button right on the foot.
That says do not press.
It turns out the hand just dips into the water at some point we never even noticed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You've
start.
already searched around. As you search again, you notice that a big patch of flowers has just died since you've been here, and crumpled up like they've been dead for quite a while.
Oh, that's really sad.
That's creepy. I don't think Ellie is in a dark cult.
Yeah, I think
I don't think that...
I think we should just leave.
But
We should just leave. This
up a
this is weird.
I like pull
I
a
don't like
flower and walk up to the vines. Do they still go over?
Yes.
Walk down.
I mean,
Flower down.
I mean, look, I've had one on me this whole time.
Thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, the cabin. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't think it's a really good one, which is to kill all the flowers.
That's a terrible idea!
I told you it was a bad idea!
I am more angry at you than you are at me for wanting to kill a rat.
I'm not angry at you for wanting to kill a rat. I want to kill a rat.
Well, kill one thing. I want something to put on this that is not me, so I
just
don't go to the
I
car.
just start searching for rats.
I give you 3 minutes. If you cannot kill a rat, I'm going to put some blood on this.
I spend that 3 minutes looking for a rat.
You hear in the room Brucho growling. You look back and he's sort of flattened himself and he's pulling on the knife.
Get out!
Sounds like he sort of looks at you.
Sorry, I start looking for rats stealthily. I'm trying not to make noise and scare them off this time.
Roll an investigation.
I don't want you to
Here we
get
go.
hurt.
17!
You find some rat prints. There's been some rats move through. You find some chewed branches and flowers, but you don't find any rats.
Can I move the knives, like just try and get him back out again so that he stops biting at them? And let him like at this hole because he clearly want to get at the hole.
Yes.
I don't know why he wants to eat knives, but I'll get them out of his way.
Yeah, and he sort of goes back to the hole, and
Shoves his
he
snout in there.
curls himself up really tightly against the wall and lies down it and stares at you.
Are we making a trap, Brucho? Oh,
I like press
you want
myself
to
up against the vines. Can I see?
You want to eat the knives? What is wrong with you?
What did you find in there?
There's a hole with the rats in it. I made a trap, but then Brucho was like, "Your trap is shit," and tried to pull my trap apart.
So he's a better rat hunter than you. Maybe you should listen.
I made the perfect trap.
Why don't you
And
crawl
I
in
like
that hole,
describe
tiny,
that.
teeny, tiny?
I can't shapeshift. I can only become humanoid.
Can you reach in it with your hand?
I guess. Why not?
Would it even be a good idea to do that?
I'm going to reach my arm as... I'm going to try and become the biggest person I can with the longest arm that I can. And then
That's probably Chev.
I'll become chef. And then push my arm in there.
Yep.
And just like pat around and feel, see what I can find.
Why does it make that sound when he does that? It's weird.
I cannot... it's in there, I don't know what I see.
You hear some sort of chirping, and Bruce is trying to push himself in between you and can't quite get in between you.
Get back, Brucho. I'm trying to find whatever it is in this hole.
And you're padding along the ground, you feel something under your fingers that just pulls away, and you feel the slithering of a rat's tail.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
Dex check.
Oh god.
15?
Yep, you grab it and you hear frantic squeaking.
I got it! I got it! Yank my arm out of the hole.
Oh god.
What's your AC?
13.
You take 4 points of damage as Brucho just latches onto your arm.
Oh god.
Brucho!
That is not what I was expecting at all.
It's me, Chef! Leave me alone! And I'll like try to wave it at him, but like keep my arm out of the way even though he's already probably bitten it.
Yes, he has.
Brucho, get off!
Locked on, he's growling furiously.
With my other hand, I'm gonna try and slap his nose to get off. It's a rat! Eat the rat!
In for it's a druid.
I'll let go of the rat. Just look at Brucho like, what the fuck do you want?
And you see Brucho sort of lets go and stands between you and the rat that's now sitting there rather than scurrying away.
What?
What's going on in there?
I caught a rat and then Brucho ate my fucking arm.
Why do that?
I don't know!
We gotta get you home so you can get it turned into.
And so many goddamn scars. Rat thing, what's wrong? Why? What's wrong?
Brucho sort of steps forward and starts pushing you away with his nose.
Rucho! We are friends. This is a rat. We could send to get the rat.
He turns around and walks up to the rat and sort of looks at it, just nuzzles it a bit, and it turns and walks back into the hole.
What? What?
Brucho can tell you seem very confused. And he sort of looks as thoughtful as a dog can look for a second, and then he sort of trots up to the altar and he sort of jumps up with his front paws and starts rubbing his nose against it.
You said the rat that I want to put on the altar. Then you go, hey, get up on the altar. After you beat my arm, I trust not anything you do.
He sort of sits down, starts whining, and looks in with big brown eyes.
Oh, where? I am Puppy Joe. Look at my fucking arm.
He comes up with his tail tucked between his legs. And his ears.
Language!
I'll do what he asks. I don't get up on the altar. I like rub my blood there. Is this for the fucking rat? Do you feed the rat my blood? Is that what it is? Your little rat friend? Eh?
That's what I told you to do. You're too smarter than you are.
That's probably true.
This place is still really weird, guys. I don't know what's going on anymore.
So I like streak my friggin' blood on the altar at this point. What's going on?
Nothing.
What do you want from me, Lucho?
Brucho sort of comes up and jumps up again and starts scratching at the altar where you see these markings are engraved.
Do you want it on them? What do you want? And I like take the blood and just push it on those.
It doesn't do anything.
What do you want me to do, Brucho?
Maybe there's something you can press in there.
I will walk around and keep pushing, like looking for buttons.
As you look at these engravings, they look like sort of like an alphabet you've never seen before, but made of vines, and each vine twisted around itself has a number of leaves on it engraved.
Okay.
Roll history.
Maybe there's a pattern. Oh no. Oh yeah, 13.
You've seen in some books and some teachings some examples of druidcraft and druid.
Magics.
There's a name for it.
Oh, druidic?
Yes, druidic.
Yeah.
That's right. And these look very similar. You think it probably does say something.
Well, Lucho attacked me and now I am bleeding on the altar and there's, I think, druid word peoples. You know the words druids, right?
Druidcraft.
That's the, well, it's kind of but a language. It's on this altar.
Druidic.
Is that what elves speak? Cause,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Can I see the altar from like the vines looking at
You
it?
can see the altar, but not the engravings.
Tom, can't druids turn into animals?
Yeah, druids turn into animals.
Like, say, rats?
Is
Rat
that
man.
a druid?
Rat man?
Come out here.
Man rat? Man Brucho?
Brucha, are you a man? Why you bite me, you jerk dog?
From on top of the roof, you hear just off in the distance like a bleating goat, and you sort of crane your neck a bit, and you see Alpha Seal leading a goat up the path.
Oh, fuck.
Towards us.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Rat
Or
man.
towards the across the
Get
bridge
out
at the
here.
moment.
Alpha Zoo's coming across the bridge, guys.
I
No, it's
immediately
not
dash
time.
into
Oh,
the
no,
flowers
right.
and just flatten myself and
Oh,
hide
no.
in the flowers and just sit there.
I'm gonna stay looking like Chef.
Uh,
What does Chef sound like? Just like
However you do it.
Okay.
You've heard him enough. Oh, boy.
Don't worry, guys. It's me, Chef. I'll take the fall for you guys, because it's Chef, definitely.
But where did Ruse go?
I'm Chef wearing Ruse's clothes because I can't change my clothes, so I'm still wearing Alpha Seal's red jumper. I look like Chef.
I'm just hiding. I run right to the corner and just drop into the flowers and hide.
Yep.
I'm
Roll a stealth.
I'll say
advantage.
possibly for the first time in my life, I'm with Kip on this one.
Is the roof?
Oh no!
This-
That's
it is very
horrible.
slowly.
Advantage.
Yeah,
So is
still
it-
horrible.
Oh.
7.
You think if you lay down the back, there's a good chance they wouldn't see you from the front.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Stealth check
Can you see
advantage.
me? Can anybody see me? Shut up!
From the doorway, you can see him.
You're ruining your disadvantage.
I know.
You're still the
I know.
I cannot see you,
I'm gonna look for my own spot in the flowers.
Excellent.
but I can definitely hear you. Shut up.
Shit.
Advantage or just stealth?
That means you know where I am, right?
I rolled a
Yes!
1 and a 4.
Stop talking. I mean, stop talking. It's me, Chef.
That's
If that means you found me, I run to the back.
that's a 10.
I actually run to the back of the cabin. My hiding spot was compromised because I talked.
Hide and seek 101.
See, I'm not stupid, but I'm not gonna talk. Unfortunately, I rolled a 10.
So you're on the from the roof. You sort of poke your head up and you can see him quite clearly. You look up and see Tom quite clearly as he kind of looks up. You see his tail feathers.
Stay down! Oh, fuck! Language!
I rolled a 1 and a 4. That was my
poor
advantage
bastard.
roll.
It's gonna lie down towards the rat hole and be like, Ratman, what the hell is this place?
You now hear the bleating of a goat. It sounds like it's fairly near the gate that enters into the garden.
Is the goat man your friend?
Is
Is Lucio a person? What is going on?
Is it actually possible for me to climb onto the roof?
It's covered in vines, yeah, it's fairly easy.
I want to climb onto the roof.
Yep.
He won't think to look for me up there. I climb onto the roof and then just
Do
flatten
you say
myself.
that out loud?
No, I don't. But I flatten myself on the roof and just lay there.
I mean, look.
Hello.
Wait, how deep is the fountain?
The fountain. There's
I was the fountain.
He was the fountain.
Oh, damn it. How deep is it? Is there a pool of water at the bottom? Question
I'm
mark?
pretty deep.
No.
Damn it!
You can try and like nick an artery in the neck and just
Whoa!
Whoa!
I mean, look, for this place and the amount of blood that's around, that's probably not like too out of aesthetic, but
my knives. I'm gonna try and hide them better. Tuck the jumper over them a bit.
I think I need a new hiding spot. I'm gonna try and hide behind the statue. Wherever. Yeah, behind the statue relative to
Where you hear the door swing open.
Oh, thank.
Come on, Belle.
Oh, thank.
And you see now the shadows of Alphasil coming up the pathway. And the goat sort of feebly bleating,
Is Chef tall enough to be like leaning on the dais?
leaning on it.
Like just like leaning like
Yeah.
casually, like
Yeah.
like it ain't no thing. I'm just gonna be leaning on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure. Brucho comes and sits next to you looking up and tongue out panting.
giving you a pat, like it ain't no thing.
In the break, you're gonna have to tell us if how long this was supposed to actually last.
There was something about dragons, I think.
Right, yeah.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Maybe.
And yeah, you see Alphasil come up. Where are you? You're still in the flowers.
Oh, well, yeah, that's where I ended up.
And you're both on the roof.
Yeah, I'm just flat in the middle, like dead center of the roof. I'm just laying flat.
Probably push Tonk to the side. Poor
Um,
man.
He walks straight past you. You see his big heavy boots about 5 feet away from you. He doesn't seem to look down though as he's patting the goat. The goat's sort of trotting along next to him.
Raz just thinks to himself, I'm really good at this.
You see him sort of look up at the door, and you see his eyes just raised, just not quite high enough to see them on the roof, where you can sort of see them picking up every now and then, disappearing.
Oh, I'm not. I'm legitimately just flat there, like. Just wait.
And he moves forward, and he sees the off-cut in the ground. He's like, "Oh, what the bloody hell!" He steps forward towards the door, seeing it open. So, what the bloody hell?
Oh,
Start pulling back.
hello there, Alphasil.
Chef, what the hell are you doing here?
Someone come.
Get out of here now!
All right, and I'll just start running.
Brucho barks and chases you.
Yeah, I just run. I'm gonna get out. Wouldn't ask for an explanation. I'm just running.
You see him sort of turn and is like gawping after this dragon ball. Right in the face.
I don't know how to run in a body this size either because I'm so used to like little bodies. So like very bulkily Dragon Ball. Just pounding.
Is that my bloody jumper?
That's me, Chef, the jumper thief. And I'll keep running.
You see Chef disappear.
Raz just gonna think to himself, I wonder where Ruse went.
See Alphasil.
How did Chef get here?
Fully in.
Oh, I love playing kids.
And you see Alphasil just like staring off, shaking in anger for a moment.
God.
Then you see his face sort of calm, but he pats the goat and he's like, alright, come on, girl. The vines pull back and he steps in and you see,
Uh-huh.
you don't because you're sitting on the roof.
Uh-huh.
You see the goat sort of trot forward and sort of look up at Arthursil. And he just nods, and the goat sort of its own accord starts climbing up, and he helps it up onto the altar. And it lies down and looks at him.
Tasteful door shut. Tasteful door shut.
And you see him place his hand on its head, and his hand starts glowing purple. And you see it just close its eyes and lie down and go to sleep. You see him look up at the wall where all the blades were. Freeze in the spot for a second, shake his head.
I think the jig is up. I don't think Chef's in trouble.
You see him reach up and pull one of the cleavers that was left behind.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, no.
And he starts chanting a strangely sing-song voice for a dwarf. And you just hear it, and you see a bit of red start trickling down the altar.
Oh, that's not traumatizing at all.
And he sort of pats the goat and says, "Sleep easy, girl." As he does this, you see the flowers that died before just spring back to life.
Oh, that's good.
And a few of them in the middle start glowing.
Oh, neat. That's really cool. I'm not going to risk trying to grab one, though.
You hear just a moment of silence in the middle, and then you hear it. And you can
Yeah.
see he starts butchering the goat.
Well, how focused on that is he?
Pretty
And
focused.
Possibly more importantly, does he ever shut the door?
No, the door's open.
Oh, well, I'm just going to try and mosey my way on out if I can.
Yep, stealth advantage.
Oh, yay. Oh, I'm going to need it. Thank God for a 19.
Yep, so you sort of very slowly crawl back through the flower patch, and as soon as you're outside, you get up and run for the gate.
Oh, yeah.
You're both on the roof, and you hear this butchering. You hear sort of like a hymn almost in an unknown language.
I'm flying away now.
See
you, buddy.
Suddenly get up
See you
and
back at the
flap off.
house.
I just see you fly off. I'm just like, and then just like continue lying there.
So you fly off, and you see the other two waiting outside the gate,
Oh my god.
and you're stuck on the roof.
I'm just gonna stay there quiet, and I'm gonna try and memorize the hymn.
Yep.
Why
As I
not?
fly off, just be like, snitches get stitches.
You'll be able to.
About half an hour later, you see Alphasil come out again with a bowl of blood, and he climbs up into the altar. It's too tall for him, but he reaches up and starts pouring into the hand, and it starts trickling down. And you look over and you see the glowing flowers that are there start flaring up and encapsulating and closing on themselves. And
Didn't do that for my blood.
Yeah, but you're not an animal.
starts chanting
Well.
again, and then just "Blessed be Eldath and her gifts." And starts picking up the flowers.
Eldath?
Yes,
And...
her gifts.
D
Oh, yes, of course.
ELDATH?
Yes.
Gifts or gifs?
Bit of both. And picks the flowers and goes back in and starts carrying out the butchered meat.
Can I have run back and just run to Chev and I'm still looking like him, take the jumper off and just give it to him?
Sure.
How many knives are you hiding under that jumper?
Hold on to this, me, and just give it to him.
What the hell have you been up to?
And just keep running. And I'm gonna go to my usual hiding place and store just store all my good knives in my usual hiding place and keep and just get back into bed. Like I never got up.
So eventually Alphasil leaves with the meat, closes the door behind him. You see the vines of greed suture as you're getting closer, and you notice the one that you cut has grown back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing at this point you get out of there?
I'm waiting for him to properly leave.
Yeah, he's
like,
gone. You see him as you sort of crane your neck, he's walking down the path with the meat.
yeah, as soon as he's out, and I assume he closes the gate,
Yes.
as soon as the gate's closed, I just sort of let out the massive breath I was holding. Oh, that was interesting. And then, yeah, I'll climb down. I just want to have one last look at the vines. Just, I'll eventually. Any of the
He
flowers?
plucked those flowers.
All.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just. And I'll just walk out. And instead of opening the gate, I'll go to the side, climb up, and just peek over as you wait for him to get over the bridge and completely out of sight before I climb over and then climb back down.
Yep.
Yep.
What's everyone else doing
I would have just flown straight back home.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
stop
just
for these
getting.
bits.
I'm picking cabbages like I was probably supposed to be doing.
So you go to pick cabbages or you go back inside?
Yeah, I'll go and pick cabbages. Just
Yeah.
pretend nothing happened.
And what are you doing?
I'm in my bed.
Like the good boys we are.
Alright, so in the cabbage patch, you see Arthur still coming up carrying these well carved meats.
Don't give me no look. Don't give me no look.
Yep.
And you just hear him go, right, you! Inside now! And you hear Chev,
Definitely.
what? You know what you've done now! Move it!
Glorious.
You hear him sort of arguing, what? I don't know. He just grabs him by the arm and drags him inside. You hear this from your bed as well.
You know, kids pretending to be asleep.
Yep.
You hear it as you're trotting behind them.
Yep.
Sort of walk up behind. As soon as he starts yelling, I just immediately start picking cabbages.
Busy.
Yes, down.
Didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, I changed back to look like Alpha as well. But I'm shirtless.
Staunch.
Probably not.
So you hear him still shouting as he's dragging this dragonborn through the house, and you hear him shout at Alien, then open the kitchen door and slam it closed behind him, and the shouting goes on, but you can't hear it through the door.
Does everybody feel kind of bad? Yeah. Just me.
What are you talking about? I was asleep the whole time.
And that is where we'll go to break. Come back to see the repercussions.
Woo! That was intense.
My business is stuffing his face.
No!
It's too late.
Yeah.
You're live.
Fuck!
Pardon me.
Language! Shit!
And
Language.
welcome back.
Damn it.
So the day passes, you quietly pick cabbages and pretend you're sleeping.
Can I pick them extra hard because it's become a routine for me ever since that fateful day 3 weeks ago when we took on that wolf. When I punched it, and now I want to become really good at like punching. So I want to like do a lot of work so I can get some some time in the afternoon to practice. Sort of like I will just go up to a tree, and it's become sort of a daily routine to just like punch it. But I'm doing it really lightly because I don't want to hurt my fists. But I'm just working on my
Just don't
technique.
do the cabbages. You
Yeah.
get in trouble.
I know, that's why I've learnt to do it on a tree instead.
Alright, so the day passes and you all end up at dinner. A very solemn affair. Everyone heard Afsil shouting for a long time in the kitchen, and everyone's just minding their own business as they quietly eat around the table.
Do we have crab for dinner?
No. You should know you slow cook the crab. That's tomorrow night.
Goat steak or?
You do have goat for dinner.
Are we on
Wow,
like
the
a?
day of the butchering. That's
Are we
pretty
like on a?
impressive.
fresh-
Don't have
fresh-
to like bleed for.
It's almost like he bled it out.
It's very efficient.
Are we all like sitting on a separate table for ourselves, kind of thing?
No, it's a big community.
Ah, okay.
Raz is just kind of staring at it, like knowingly.
I sort of just look at everyone and say really quietly, so only they can hear it. I'm just like, guys, I've got something to tell you all, but not here.
Raz just has like 1,000-yard stare as he realizes where food comes from. He's gonna have like the 3 vegetarians face.
Just while we're like eating, I make sure to like cut up my goat and do all like prep everything, just cutting it all. And as soon as I finish cutting everything, I pocket the knife.
I thought you might.
Yeah. It's like butter knife, whatever. I'm pocketing that. How's Chef looking?
Very upset.
Do I have another shirt at this point?
Would you have gone and got
I
one?
hope so.
I was asleep. do I have other shirts?
I mean, as a 5-year-old kid, you probably wouldn't have thought about it. You just come down without a shirt on.
That's fair.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not the brightest. Well, I am, but I'm not the wisest. Yeah, I'd just be not having a shirt.
Every now and then, as you eat, you see Chef sort of look at you suspiciously, and then as you catch his eye, he kind of looks down.
What?
He's gonna kick your ass.
Oh man. If he does,
Is he
I'll
wearing?
be there with
Is he
you.
wearing the jumper?
I assume it is not only goat steak that we have to eat.
No, it's
Thank God.
Cabbage.
There is also cabbage.
Spuds.
Yes.
Sauerkraut.
yeah.
Oh yes, there's other things. Thank the gods for that.
Eggs,
Oh, wow, I'm like,
chicken eggs. Don't worry.
no, that's fine.
I don't think I'd eat those either.
I mean, I have to.
Actually,
Correction, it's thank Eldad.
okay.
We don't know.
Did you
when
say that
babies
loud?
come
Very, very quietly.
As a
But yes.
I am not wise, but I'm intelligent enough to know that my like dog bite on my arm, I should probably have covered up. So I would have found something long sleeve to wear.
Yeah, cool. Just like a plain white tunic, basically.
Oh fuck! Oh well, stop bleeding first.
It's easy enough to bandage it. There's plenty of first aid around here with a house full of children.
I'll be doing all that under the covers as well. So my bed's probably got blood in it.
Oh, that's not gonna look weird at all.
I'm probably gonna get caught anyway, but this is how a kid would think.
You notice Ailey's also sitting there very quietly, just sort of looking up at Alpha every now and then, just quietly going back to her dinner.
Oh, I do look like Alpha too.
Can I roll
The
in?
actual Alpha Sil.
Can I insight that? I want to know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Still some food-based shelter.
9.
You're not really sure, but he was shouting. You know, when people shout, you generally get quiet and get a little bit scared.
Yeah, no worries.
Probably the same thing.
Alright.
After everyone sort of finishes eating, Ailey's sort of, alright children, time for bed I think. It's been a long day.
Oh, I'm well rested.
Okay, well it's time for bed anyway.
Can I keep
Rouge,
watch?
not this again.
Okay.
Come on, off to bed now.
I'll put everything. I'll put my fork down and then pretend to put my knife down.
As he's doing this, I just want to lean over to him and I'll stage whisper this, but we can stay up together later.
I'll reach over and take your knife. Yes, okay, and I'll steal his knife too.
I'll let him
So
do that.
Alpha Sil now you've got up and started clearing up, and she walks past and just puts her hand on your shoulders. Back on the table, please.
I'll put
With a
his
nat
knife
20 on
back.
inside.
I'll put his knife back.
With a nat 20, both of them.
I'll put that one back.
Sort of takes a hand off and just keeps walking, clearing plates.
Nobody's gonna do a please, so may I have some more bit?
No.
No?
Can I like grab those
You're very
knives?
well fed.
I
grab one of those
probably
knives
need
and
some
pocket
more,
it.
but I'm not thinking about that right now.
I'll just grab the knife and pocket it.
So everyone starts getting up and going up to their rooms. The four of you share a room.
Neat.
Oh, so it's just us four in the room?
Well, because you're the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. As we sort of enter the room, I shut the door and go, here you go. I grab one.
Takes my strength. Lay under my pillow. What knife?
Guys,
I'm gonna stash the
you all took off. You all took off when Avernus was in the shed, right? You definitely took off. Thank you for that.
You mean Chev took off?
Yes, yeah. You weren't there. Chev was there. Yeah.
You should learn to fly again.
Does anyone know who Eldath is?
I do not.
No.
I've read many books, but I don't think I've heard that before.
I've never heard the name before.
I
But
might have read something,
Eldath.
but I don't remember.
Alphasil was going on about that when he killed the goat. Well, I assume he killed the goat because we were eating.
1,000
goat.
yards there.
He killed the goat man?
No. I think it was just a goat.
Alright. Did he kill the rat man?
No, I only heard one thing being killed.
Alright. We still have to...
Brez, how many things did he kill? You had a good view, right?
A depressingly good view, yes.
Well,
The officer is fairly wide and blocked most of what you can see.
well,
That's good.
He was
he
chanting
had.
it. It must be a god or something.
Well, I assume so as well. But what he did, right, is he had like a bowl of blood. It was like a bowl of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had like a
Small roll.
He had like a bowl of the blood of the goat's blood, and he went to the statue and poured it in the hand, right? And poured it into the hand. And when he did that, he said, "Bless something along the lines of Eldath and her gifts." No one knows anything about her?
If it's
I do not.
druid magic, it must make the flowers and the vines. So it must be druid.
Well, that's the funny thing. He poured the blood in the hand, and then the flowers around, they sort of like grew bigger and glowed, and then they like did this with the leaves or with the petals or whatever, and then he picked them all.
Was there any flowers at dinner, or was it just cabbage and cabbage and cabbage?
There was some salad with some wildflowers, but none of those sort of flowers.
Cabbage and rat.
But he sort of, they closed out and he picked them all, and then he went into the shed and did stuff with them, right?
He took them.
Oh,
You
he took
didn't see- You didn't see what he did with them.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
was
he
gone,
took them,
yeah.
and
maybe Ailey sells them to the people when they go upstairs. Maybe that's what they sell.
maybe he like
Sells
he
the
cuts the
flowers.
vines and sells those as well. Because when he left and I jumped down, you know how I cut the vine, right? It grew back.
Well, that's good, because then no one will know we were there.
Exactly.
We've got away with it.
It was just Chev.
Yeah.
He's gonna kick your ass.
No, he's going to kick his own ass, because I will look like him.
If he figures it out.
If he
he's gonna
does,
kick
I'll
your
be there
ass.
with you.
He-
I've been practicing.
I've told you. You
gonna
are the
kick
only
both your
ones that
asses.
know. You're the only ones that know what
I can
do.
take him.
How do you do that, by the way?
I think it
Kick
is.
his ass.
I think it is part of my body, my race. Look, and I'll change into my actual self, which is like grey.
But you walk
sick
around
of
like
him.
Alphazil.
I do that because he was the first person I saw, and he's.
So Chet will figure it out. When you look like Alphazil and then
He's
you
not
look like
super
him.
smart, is he?
I don't know, but if he figures
If
it
he
out, he's
hasn't
gonna
figured
kick
it,
your
if he
ass.
hasn't, look, if he hasn't figured it out already, then surely he's all
Maybe he
right.
just has
Let
had
him
a
try,
chance
and
to
I'll take
kick your
out 3
ass.
knives.
Where did you get
Because
those
I'm two in one
from?
hand. It's like,
The
let
same
him
place
try.
I got these. I pull mine too.
As you all pull your knives out, you hear the door creak open.
I immediately try
I'm gonna cut your
I'm
legs.
probably going to cut myself.
Roll a dex check.
Self-circumcision's going on here.
Dirty 20.
16.
You both manage to get away. You feel like grazing. You sort of quickly.
I'll like pose like this. No hands on my hips, because that's where
open and
it's.
Ailey stand there. All right, time to quiet down now. It's bedtime.
All right, sorry.
She
Yes.
comes in and starts extinguishing the candles. Come on, into bed.
Miss Ailey,
Tuck myself into
can
bed.
I please have another nice jumper? I seem to have lost mine.
Where did you lose your jumper?
When we were picking cabbages, Chef said he was cold and he borrowed it.
Oh,
Here, you can have mine. I just throw in
No,
mine.
I like the red one.
I'll make you another.
Thank you very much. You are the best.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
Bed
night.
now, boys. Come on.
All right.
But I want a bedtime story.
Well, you know I'm too busy for that.
Can I have a book?
You can go to sleep.
Can you please? I recently heard the term from one of the other kids, but can you tell me who Eldath is?
I guess she's the goddess of harvest.
Really?
Yes. She provides for us, all of us here.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you, Eldath.
All right, come on, boys, into bed. Good night.
Good
He
night.
extinguishes the last candle and gently closes the door. You hear some rustling from the other rooms around you and
Oh, great. Now it's
giggling.
dark.
You hear her doing the rounds.
As you do, yeah.
I'll pretend to be Alphazil and yell down the corridor. Go to bed, kids.
Performance.
No, no. I mean, I'm just going to get into bed at this point.
That's good.
That's good for me. Dirty 20 again.
Good lord!
All the kids just go dead silent after that.
I'll put my head back in the room and snigger with you guys. Go to bed.
I laugh and just slap him on the back.
Has its advantages.
So after a while, you will start nodding off, falling asleep.
Mm.
You hear the whole house go silent. As you're nodding off, you hear the door creak open again.
Uh-oh.
Reach under the pillow and grab the knife.
And you look up and you see Chev standing there. He's like, hey, you guys awake?
No.
Guys.
Yeah, I am.
I've got to tell you something.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Sort of,
I sort of like get up. I get up and get out of bed.
he comes in quietly, he closes the door.
Oh my god.
And sort of sits on the floor. He's like,
Sit on the floor with him.
I'm just going to sit from
I am
bed.
staying on the bed
Yeah.
with my knife.
did you guys cause trouble in the shed today?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Alphazil thinks it was me, but it wasn't me, but he told me. He told me what's in there.
What's
is
in
it?
there?
Well, apparently he's making a potion.
What kind?
Well, the kind that can talk to dragons.
Like this one? And I'll rush back to my bed and like reach inside the pillowcase and then pull out the potion where it
Is
was
it-
and
is
sort
it-
of like covering it with my. I like tuck it into my pants because I'm not wearing a shirt and sort of look
Is
up
his-
and then I'll just like hold it up to him like this.
Is his
I don't
bed on the way
It
past
tastes
me?
like ink.
Sorry?
Is his bed on the way past me? Is he going to get it?
No. No, so you'd be in the back. Basically how you're sitting here.
Like this.
I don't know. looks
It tastes like
I
ink.
don't want to drink it.
Where did you get
I kind
that
of
kid?
do, but I also don't.
Well, apparently, I mean, you know about the dragon on the hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, if you speak to him, he can give you a wish.
Like any wish?
I think so. Like, you know, like they tell in the storybooks, the spells.
Yeah.
Do you think we could get in there and get one?
Chef, I do not trust you. You told us there were rats at the shed, and there were not many rats at the shed.
Oh, there were.
No, I totally got you. So you did go to the shed then?
What? No.
I did.
Shut up, Tonk.
What happened?
Well, we were there. We were looking for rats, and we didn't find any. Well, Brusho found a rat, and he chased it, and then it disappeared. And we went to the shed. We went in the gate, and there was a statue, and it had blood around it. And I was telling him the whole thing. You can try. You can try. I sort of just hastily whisper this everything to him and explain everything that happened. But I save out. I don't
But
say.
you were there.
After
I wasn't there.
I
who was
stopped
running away to the
at
shed
when
then?
Alpha rocked up. I don't tell him anything about that.
I love the idea that it
But that
clicks.
happened, and then we ran away.
Well, he told me he was going to go tonight because it's a full moon. But he can't because his potion went missing.
You're.
How many of the green ones
How
did
many-
you take?
I've only got one, I assume.
I'm smart enough to know there were
How,
lots of.
how many
ones.
did you? How many did you give me?
I took 3 of those and
Yeah.
1 blue one.
How many
Yeah.
did you hand me?
Probably 3. I think I said
I would
handed
have
all
3 then. I would have taken all.
I
of
think I
them.
said I handed you all 3 through the vines. So,
Oh,
yeah.
so the green one is fairly common then.
Well, you said there was lots
No,
of green ones.
So yeah.
Well, you said there was lots of
Lots of
Well, how many did you hand me? Because I probably have all of them.
3 green ones and 1 blue one to you.
Okay. So you have a blue one. I have 3
And
green
a
ones.
bunch of knives.
Yeah. and as far as I know, that was the only blue one that was in there because I've seen nothing to
That's true.
to the contrary.
Well,
Well, I have this one.
It'd be too dangerous to go tonight, but maybe we could plan and go next month. I'll come with you. You can ask for a wish.
That sounds like fun. What do you guys think?
What would you wish for?
I think there's only
What
one
would
wish.
you wish for? What would everyone wish for?
Oh, I would wish that I could have that red jumper back. Oh, I would miss it so much. I don't know where it is.
I wish that
That's a shit wish.
if I could go to town and people would respect me. I could go there and people would like
We
me.
could teach those townies whose boss with a witch.
I wish people could get food without killing things.
We can, that's scavengers.
Wish,
We know
He just clicks in his head, just like, oh my god!
wish
Veganism was the answer all along.
It's very strange to say to you, a genie, but wish
I
granted.
rush back and shove the potion back with the rest of them in my pillagers.
As you're sort of talking, getting a bit excited, talking about wishes, your volume picks up a bit. And you hear the door down the end, downstairs, creak open. And Chev just looks petrified, just quickly opens the door and runs down to his room.
Just jump back into bed,
hear, like,
pull the covers.
Heavy footsteps as he runs across the floor, jumps into his bed.
Is he better at running in his body than I am at running in his body?
Presumably.
So you hear some quiet footsteps and you hear the doors down the hallway creak open and then close. You see yours, sliver of light from the hallway come in. Harry's head sort of pops in, looks around. And you hear the next couple of doors. And you hear the footsteps go back down the stairs.
As soon as the footsteps downstairs, I throw the covers off and get back out of bed. Guys, what would everyone wish for though? Seriously, what would everyone wish for?
I would wish for...
If you say a big knife.
That's a good idea.
Oh no!
Like a really special one with jewels in the middle.
Blunt?
I like that.
Why would you want a blunt knife?
It's true, blunt knives don't work as well.
So it's less dangerous?
But that's the whole point of a
It
knife!
seems like you having dangerous things is dangerous for everyone.
How is it? I have so many dangerous things. I'm the
Exactly!
only one who's got hurt.
Dangerous for
I
you!
pull my sleeve up and shoot at the wolf. And he was hurt by a friend.
See?
Still mad at Brucho.
Now we have matching scars.
We are the dog bite brothers.
Except mine was from a wolf.
Alright, well, I'll just show him my whole shoulder. Well, my whole goddamn shoulder, but...
Canine, bro. Canine bite brothers.
But my name starts with a R.
It's true. I start with a K.
Then you can be K9. I'll be
I'll be Canine!
ARF. RF.
Rough!
ARF.
You can be rough. No, you can be the rough man.
And the door downstairs swing open again.
Jump into bed.
You hear the rounds being done as the doors creak open.
Oh my god.
And then you hear sort of gets to the end and you hear they go.
Can I get up to go to the door and try like throw my voice? Good night, sweetie.
Orphans.
21.
You start. You're completely silent. Alphasil, where are you? What are you doing up here?
Fuck.
You just hear silence for a minute. Alphasil! Alphasil! You hear the footsteps go down and then you hear voices start raising a little bit and then they go quiet again.
I start chuckling relatively loudly at that.
Oh my god.
I cannot control myself.
Oh my god. I think you've even managed to get a chocolate out of Raz from that, bloody hell.
What a day.
Oh, I can't wait for the next one.
Poor alien Alphasil. The shit they put up through.
Good night, brothers.
Oh, God. Good night.
Oh, night Roos. Never change.
Good night, Rue. Good
Well,
night, Raz. Good night, Tonk.
Never changes. A weird thing to say to me.
Also-
Consider what you know.
Also, Tonk, you need to teach me how to land properly.
I think he needs you. I have to teach you how to fly properly.
Hey, that was fun.
Come on, we need to go to bed. I've already screwed
Oh,
Lady's
okay.
head too much tonight.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
So as you sort of quiet down, you hear through the wall. Yeah, I told them we'll go next month. Yeah, so we'll go tonight. Come on, get ready.
Little shitbags.
That rat bastard.
I immediately throw the covers off and just start putting my shit on.
I'm gonna become Chev, but in my white tunic.
Alright, where's my new cardboard armor?
Start stretching.
Oh, bloody hell.
Is there a window to this room?
There is. It sort of goes down over the back east, down into where the cows are, basically.
Is it feasible for me to climb out the window and drop down without damage?
Without damage, yes. You'd have to be careful not to make sound, though.
Okay. I look down. I look back at the door. Guys, if they're going tonight, we should go tonight as well.
While he's saying that, I'm gonna put my ear to that wall and just listen and see how they're responding to us talking about it.
You're talking a bit quieter than they are. You can hear them sort of rustling around in there. You hear something that sounds like metal. You're all too familiar with the sound of blades. It sounds like they're getting something sharp.
We must get the knives from them. That's like mission 1.
No,
Most important thing is get the knives from them.
If there's a dragon there and it tries
Yeah, that too, but...
But if it tries to attack us, if they attack first and then we attack after, then we can all group up on it, slay the dragon, and the entire island will be free of it.
But also...
How do we get the wish if we do that?
But also,
That's
I
a
want
good
the knives.
point. But at the same time, I've heard stories that you remember dragons capture princesses. Remember that?
As another good question, how do we talk to it to get the wish if the potion was in the shed?
I immediately grabbed the 3 potions that I've stashed and was like, we have them.
But
Remember, he said that the potions went missing.
He said he was making one.
Maybe it's yours.
If we all
He
take
makes a
one
good
of
point.
them each, then we definitely will have got the right one.
Well, I hand a potion to you and a potion to you. Are you coming?
I don't think this is a potion.
It tastes
It's a
like
something.
ink, but it glows and it's green and it came from the shed. And you know, Shav said that that potion went missing. So it could be any of these 3.
Is
4.
there, like...
Well, 4. Yeah, you're right.
Is there a chance that, like, I'd have a belt?
Oh, yeah. So you can make a bandolier if you want. Yeah.
I'm making a bandolier. As many knives as I've got, and like the good ones as well.
God.
I'm fucking ready.
Yep.
And 1 potion.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting with the amount of HP I have right now.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take my blue potion.
We
And,
would have short rested through that.
Yeah.
and at this point, very uncharacteristically, I'm gonna ask you for a knife.
You would have all long rested.
Perfect, man.
I begrudgingly hand over one of my lesser knives.
What?
It's sharp. It's sharp.
Yeah.
You're not giving me the butter knives.
He has sharp knives now. I like the blunt.
That's the upgrade.
As you're preparing, you just hear a very quiet creak as the next door's window slides open.
Oh, they even had the same idea.
I run over to the window, slide it open as quietly as possible, and just peek out and sit and watch them.
So you see Chev and a couple of the other kids climbing down pretty well, like they're quite stealthy as they climb down a drain pipe. And then they take off up towards the forest where you saw the wolf last time.
I immediately do. As soon as they're on the ground and start moving away, I do the same.
Yep.
I just say, come on guys, let's go! Shh, they're getting away! And I quickly climb down as quiet as possible.
Yep.
Did the day take over?
Sorry?
Did the day take over?
The day.
Yes.
So this is the middle of the night under the full moon.
Neat.
Can I cast levitate?
Yes.
Ooh. Good to
So you all
know.
had the benefits of a long rest.
Good to know. Good to know.
Just kids go to bed at like 7 o'clock.
That's a good point. You make an astounding point.
So you climb down, follow
Yep.
the same path, you get down to the bottom.
Yep.
You end up in the paddock where the cows are.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to scale the fence. You figure you can do that down near the river, or even maybe swim under.
Yep.
If you had to.
No worries. I preemptively rolled a stealth roll in case you wanted me to.
You shouldn't. Actually, yes.
18.
If you're following them closely, yep. You hear them talking ahead, and you see them sort of pick up to a bit of a jog, and they're sort of laughing, and they keep running ahead.
I sort of
Very
like,
excited.
as soon as I sort of like get to the ground, I look up I sort of look up expectantly at the window.
Yeah,
and
it's like, did we follow? That's
if
the
no
question.
one follows within 20-30 seconds, I start following them.
You are very nimble. We are not as nimble.
Speak for yourself. Jump out the window and fly behind him.
I'll look over at Raz. We are not as nimble.
I mean, you had a long rest.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm so very tempted to just cast
Jump.
levitate on myself and jump out, but
I am
I'm not
not as
going to.
nimble.
Yeah, I'm not actually not going to. I'm just going to climb down the side. Because I might need that to get away.
I'll try and help him
That's a
down.
good point.
When I go, I'm going to close the window, but like just enough.
Mm.
But before I go, for the ruse.
Okay.
And get all our pillows and turn them sideways so that it looks like there's bodies
Yes.
in there.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Clever.
The classic.
I would not have thought of that.
Yeah.
Bunch of things there, so it's
The good thing is, Ellie's always checking on you when she hears
That's
sounds.
exactly-
This is what's good about you having high int and me having high wisdom.
The best part about that, I'm almost certain the other kids did not think to do that.
Good. Right. Well, then
I wouldn't have.
They have the window and follow as closely as I may.
Mm-hmm.
But for getting out of the window, I'd change back to my dwarf because I know how to move that body better. But as soon as I'm out, I'm chef.
Yep. So yeah, you sort of take a bit of a lead, keeping that distance bridge between Chev and his friends and your friends.
Yeah, I want to sort of make sure everyone can follow.
Yeah, I'll hover overhead.
Yes,
but like try and stay high enough to keep out of reach.
Yeah.
So I'll be out of earshot.
I was just going to be following the dot in the sky that is Tonk.
I'll do some barrel rolls.
So I'll follow them, you stay up high, and then everyone else follows you kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
So you can sort of hear them talking in whispers, and they get to the edge of where the fence meets the river.
Am I able to get close enough to listen into the conversations?
No, they're talking quite quietly.
No
trying
worries.
to be
Yep.
quiet,
No worries. I can
so
imagine.
they don't get caught.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the river actually cuts through the paddock, so the cows have somewhere they can drink from. They get to the edge, and they just sort of pull one of the fence tails out, and just sort of climb around just on the edge of the water, and then sort of pull in behind them. And you see them take off over the bridge, and you see them sort of disappearing into the darkness of the forest ahead.
Mhm.
You're following, and you're
I
inside
suspect
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Yeah,
I think Tom's following him and I'm just following Tom. So
So you're inside the fence. They've just pulled it back as they've gone through.
Well,
Do they close it behind them?
correct.
So it's just a pail. It's loose. You could probably jimmy it.
Yeah, I'll open it so that way everyone can get through, and then I'll sort of whisper back. Or am I still visible, like within visible range of these two because they're on the ground?
Oh, that would be a catch up. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they're in visible range, I'll sort of make the motions for them to close the gate.
Yeah.
That way they do that.
I will.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They look close behind you and
Well,
crossing the
if
bridge.
Chef got through, I'll get through.
Roll perception for me. Rolls at the back, the last two,
17.
Last two.
and I guess Tom as well if you're in the air.
Well, that's a 5.
12,
12.
14. Well, if we're adding 11, if we're not.
Just add your modifier, not your proficiency.
So as you go,
Yeah.
you sort of look back and you see it's quite bright out here because of the full moon. You see Butcher just sort of like winding his way through the crops, sniffing. He does his guard dog thing at night.
Like, hold
Seems to be going the other way though.
Oh, I was going to say I'll just hold my arm in. But yeah, I'll just put the pail behind us and be like, Rejoice, looking. We need to move.
Were we not doing that for some reason? Let's go.
So you cross over the stone bridge. You see the darkness of the forest. Brighter for the full moon, but still quite dark. And you see that Chev and his friends have disappeared inside and you can't see them now.
Well, that's not good.
So I'll swoop down and just fly overhead.
Yeah.
Just because I fly quicker than I walk.
Can you spot them, Tom?
Roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh no, not those guys.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
No.
Darkness. 7
Your old
something.
friend.
Can we follow their footprints like we did with the wolf?
I'll try. I'll try looking for their footprints. Survival at disadvantage,
yeah.
presumably, yeah. 8.
It has been raining a fair bit lately. You do see some muddy footprints. You do know the kids come and play in the forest, so you're not 100% sure if they're the fresh ones or not.
There!
I assume I'm still following them, like within eyesight.
You would have lost
You're
vision
going to
if they
slow
were in
down
the
for
forest.
us.
We know where the mountain is.
Fair.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows where the dragon's rumored to be. It's straight if you follow the creek up to the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can just do that then, yeah.
If I've lost sight of them, then I'll drop back to the rest of the group.
If
Yeah.
we hear anything, assume it is the dragon or chef.
But you're chef.
Okay. Right.
This is good. This is good. This is good.
Listen to my voice. Look at the body, but listen to the voice. It's me, Ruth.
Okay.
I will always use my voice around you so you know who I am.
I'm following.
If Chev is with us,
If it sounds like me, it's chef.
if Chev is with us, then it's rules. Alright? If Chev is with us, then it's rules.
But what if Chev's actually with us and he sounds like Chev?
Look at my clothing! This is white clothing!
No.
Look at the amount of knives I have, and I have like 5 knives.
Chev is out. Chev is
The,
in front
the
of
knife
us.
count does it. It's
Chev-
the knife count.
Chev
roll
is in front of us.
Insight for me, Tom.
Wild face palming? Like,
Hopefully.
Not a high DC.
it's not a high roll. 8.
Yeah, that'll do it. They're getting very loud as they're arguing about it.
I immediately stop talking.
Put them all away.
Look, how about
Let's just go follow the creek.
let's just go to the mountain, and if we move fast enough, maybe we can get there at the same time they do. They're older than us, which means they could probably move faster than us. Except for you. Yeah, well, you can fly. Some of us can't.
So you start following the creek up.
Yeah.
It's not too hard with the moonlight, especially because it's in the clearing where there's not many trees. It doesn't take long before you find a very familiar scene of the uprooted tree. Nothing left now, it's all been washed away, but the tree does still cross the creek.
I like rub against my shoulder.
Yeah, so you can climb over and keep going up this side, or you could cross over here.
What do you want to do?
Do we need to cross over at any point?
You think the only advantage would be that Chev's probably still on this side, you'd be on the other side, whether that's a bonus or not?
Well, I mean, you can't get to us to beat us up, so
Is
I'm
it
down with
moving
that.
as rapidly as it was earlier today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we don't have to cross, maybe we do not
It's a
cross.
very large tree, you think it'd be fairly easy to cross.
I don't mind.
But you know what? Ruse is actually making a safe choice, and that's very rare, so I'm going to encourage that by
It's
going on with
very
it.
dark, I cannot see very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like a good story, but I also do not like to get hurt as much as I did in this place last time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Wait, so we would assume that they're going around as well, kind of thing?
No, you'd think that's staying on this side, but you think maybe it's better to cross over and
Yeah,
not
so
get heard by them if you're talking.
yep, so
Yes.
that's what I would do.
Alright.
I have no issue getting across there. Like, this
I know,
decision to
it's-
you guys.
Because you're a duck.
Part of me really just wants to turn into you, but I don't think I can fly. But yeah, if Kip goes across, I'll go across.
I'm
alright.
not swimming.
There's no check, like it's a very large tree, it's very easy
Alright.
to cross. Probably a bit
Let's do
scary for kids with the rushing water underneath. But
Come on, Raz, it's better to stay together, and if Kip
Alright.
is going to do this, we have to stay with him.
Yep.
I was going
alright.
to take the safe path because that's probably what everyone else would do.
But
That's
Chev
what-
is not smart.
True, but at the same time, Chev,
He thought
because he's not smart, he wouldn't think of the best way to cross this, and he'd probably just take the bridge.
this is the same man who tried to trick us to do this a month later than what he did tonight,
I mean, you're not wrong.
and could not realize that someone that looks like him, that is not him, is not him.
Look, I'm not. I reckon I'm okay with swimming, but I'm not sure about the rest of you. To be perfectly honest, except for you because you can fly. But everyone else, I'm really not sure about. Like used to. How good of swimmers are you? I'm not too bad. I swam 3 weeks ago.
I'll get everyone to roll perception with disadvantage.
I was going to say,
Sure.
I can make myself
Even with
fly.
dark vision?
Yes.
No worries.
Oh, so disadvantage, you say?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a 3.
It's a 15.
It's a 10, but I got
Uh,
freaking 20.
12.
Yeah, I got 19. So
12.
12, yeah.
15 for me.
You notice you're starting to, your volume's picking up as you're arguing about it again. It's echoing through the trees a bit.
Quiet down. Let's
Cross
take
the damn river.
Let's take the safe option.
Just walk across the log, you losers.
Yeah, just do it.
I was following Kip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the safest option.
Yeah, it's very easy. Not even super because it hasn't been raining, so it's just a dried out piece of timber across there.
Perfect.
You'll cross, and you're on the other side of the bank,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep heading up towards the ridge.
Are we still within sort of like? Are we still able to either track or within earshot of or eyeshot of the Chev and all that?
Well, no, you've got
They didn't
enough way to
cross
try to.
Okay.
I was like, we haven't been in eye shot of them for a while.
Yeah.
It's fair.
At this point, you imagine you'd be just trying to get there first.
Yeah. Let's just rush there. Shall we go a little bit faster? I feel like going a bit faster. This is kind of exciting.
The faster we are louder. It's not just Chev that's in the forest.
It's fair.
Remember,
I
there
don't
was
want
like a wolf. Do
It's
you
true.
remember the wolf?
I sort of like hold up my scar arm.
We
Yes.
remember the wolf.
I remember the wolf.
Now let's go. Come on, quiet.
As if to punctuate that, you do hear howling. It does seem to be coming from around the mountain, a fair way off though.
I draw as many knives as I can carry at once.
I sort of crack my knuckles in response and just go, all right, we'll take the safe option.
I'll also draw a knife.
You keep heading up the mountain. It takes a little while as you weave through, especially in the moonlit darkness. But eventually you do hear the water rushing ahead, which you know is the small waterfall that precedes the large lake. And from just up ahead and across the other side of the river, you hear a roar. Sounds very draconic.
I'll
do we
fly
think-
straight up
It's like, yeah,
and see if I can get like any vision on it. Above the tree line.
do we think that was the dragon or Chev?
That's true. I think it is Chev, but I'm saying that to myself so that I don't get scared.
It's probably the dragon.
Don't. Why would you do this? I was doing so well, but now I'm scared.
Hey, look, if you overcome your fear, that's one of the key points of being a hero. That's one of the best things about being a hero. You can overcome your fears.
What if you don't overcome the dragon? Then you are dead.
Are you scared right now?
Yes.
If you're scared right now, think. What is the best possible outcome?
More knives.
What about you, Rez? We know Ruse's outcome, but what about you?
Probably stopping that jerk Chev who tried to trick us from
But
getting a wish.
Not this one.
No,
No,
not this
no,
Chev,
no, no.
the real Chev.
No, the Chev with knives is ruse. I know that.
Look, if we go up there, and look, there are one of possibly three things that can happen. Either, number one, best possible outcome, we get there first. We get a wish. All of us get wishes. And wishes are amazing, right? We get to wish for the best
kind of.
Whatever we want, we can get it. That's what a wish is, right? According to the stories, that's what we get.
Stories are always real.
Exactly. Number two, they get there first. They get there first, right?
What if their wish is that we don't get wishes?
I don't think they're gonna wish for that. I think they're gonna be really selfish, and they're gonna wish for something they want.
Does that come into the possible options of the things
I
that could be
honestly,
outcomes?
if you know Chev, you're masquerading as Chev right now. If
I
you
don't
know
get his
Chev,
thoughts.
honestly, we've known Chev for a really long time.
Are we
Like
getting loud
as long
again?
as we've been alive,
Are we
we
getting
know.
Very loud.
Okay, yeah.
We've known him. I'm gonna just lower my voice. We've known him. I don't think that he's gonna wish for that.
You never know.
If he wishes,
He talked about wishing to make the village people pay.
what happens?
That's not good.
What happens if the dragon goes bad and they get attacked? If we get there and we help them fight the dragon, we slay the dragon. We're heroes. Them, us, we're all heroes. The village people won't pick on us anymore. We get all the accolades. We don't have to pick cabbages anymore. We get whatever we want.
What if it's just Chev being a jerk?
If it's just Chev being a jerk, then we get to beat him up.
I blew straight up. I didn't hear
You know,
anything.
the thump's disappeared.
The second I heard the roar,
I immediately look up.
As you're sort of clumsily flapping up above the tree line, you see that there's a couple of trees across the way darkened and shaking a little bit, and something smouldering from within them.
I think it might actually be a dragon.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
If they're there and
Nobody's standing under me, right?
if they're there and they're being attacked, and we arrive and
I've
we
learned that.
save them, we become heroes. They're gonna respect us. You know how the older kids like to tease us all the time.
As you were flying down, you did also notice that there were some little glowing spots on them that were giving them away a little bit in the darkness.
On us or them?
Shit.
On you.
Okay.
You're carrying glowing potion bottles.
Mine are
You know,
probably
like-
down my pants at the moment.
Well, if we are
It's the best place I can think to
if we
hide
are
them.
close to the dragon, we can take the potions and now and go, hey dragon, don't kill us.
But what if they only
All
last a
them.
short amount
All
of time?
them.
What? Yeah, well, that's why we're close. If we get too close and the dragon's like, I'm going to kill you, and
nice.
we'll be like, oh, I can't talk to you yet. I have to fumble with this potion.
Look,
It'll take too long. We'll be dead.
As soon as I see the dragon, I'm gonna take the potion. You guys got the potions as well. If we take them as soon as we see the dragon, and as soon as we see it, we drink them. Even if we're hiding and the dragon doesn't see us, as soon as we see it, we take them. We walk out. We can speak to the dragon then, and it won't notice us until we can drink the potion. It won't notice us.
Which of these knives is the best one?
What's the sharpest?
Just look It's a visual thing.
Ooh, I like the cleaver, but
Okay. Take that out.
Look, I'm-
Let's go before I.
you take the cleaver. I like to throw the knives. So,
I'm so sleepy.
look, you take the cleaver. You take the cleaver.
all day.
Thank you. I was scared shitless.
You take the cleaver. I'm gonna throw my knives.
Okay, you do that. Let's go quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am
let's
very
get there
scared.
quickly before they get there.
Let's just go.
We get the wishes.
Stop trying to convince us to go. We're going.
We're going.
Yep. You're running at a dragon across the way.
I'm trying to be stealthy about it.
Tom told us which way it is, so we're just going that way.
So you head up the riverbank. Where Tonks told you it is, it's back across the river.
We've been confused and confounded into just going at it.
I thought we were just going for the mountain.
Wait, is there a way to cross?
Other than the
Yes.
tree.
The tree.
Yeah.
So wait,
Trees back. Yeah.
Fair
we
way.
we crossed
Good
the.
point.
So we've already crossed the river. The river,
Yes.
haven't we?
Yes.
Correct.
So we're on the side of the river that the mountain is, right?
Well, you're on the mountain.
The mountain goes up. It's
The river
river's
comes
on
through
the
the
mountain.
middle.
But
So-
the dragon place, like if this is the river, we're on this side, and
Yeah.
the dragon fiery bit's here.
Oh,
So we
okay.
gotta get
Yeah.
back
Up
across.
ahead is where you've heard the rumours of the dragon around the giant lake.
All right.
Obviously,
So I
We'll get
assume we head
closer.
toward. I assume we head towards there.
Yeah, but there's got to be a crossing point to get across. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're going across the water again.
Indeed.
I mean, I'm okay to swim.
How many things can you lift?
One, but if it's anything like what we did with Bruto, it can carry some stuff.
Is there like a log that we can lift and then
Like a
drop?
reasonably
uh,
large.
yeah, you'd probably find some dead trees after the rain falls.
What if you raise this and then drop it on and we walk across like we did before?
That's a really smart idea.
What if we just got on the log?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you lift us all in the log?
It depends how heavy it is, I think.
I don't weigh very much.
I don't either. And he can fly, so he doesn't come into it.
Good point.
I want to ride the magic log.
I would
How
like to
heavy?
see,
How
I
heavy-
would like to see him.
I want
ride
to
the
try.
magic
I want to try and lift him and see how heavy it is.
It's not
He
the
is.
worst
Like
Whether-
something.
log. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Not
depends
very
how heavy the log is.
Depends how big a log you get. There's plenty of logs around here.
Can we find a log that's sort of like
Big
this
enough for all of us.
So like this big?
What if we
So we
roll
can
the
ride it?
log in like
I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, yeah.
knights on the?
Yeah,
But do a
exactly.
little better than last time you did this.
Let's find a log and
Let's-
then see if we can all sit on it, and then you make it fly,
Yeah,
and then
that's-
we float over.
That's what I'm thinking.
I am less scared now that we are all on a log.
Oh boy, you're going to regret that.
Alright, you find a log.
Yes, brilliant. I'm going to cast Levitate on that bad boy, and we're going to mount up on this
Lifts
log.
You see some bits of bark fall off as it raises off the ground.
You should
Yeah, it's
guide
fine.
us, just in case we go off course.
Okay, I'll fly ahead of the log you're all riding. Calmly singing, I can show you.
This is when you stand on the front of the log like a figurehead at the front of a boat. Just duck figurehead on the boat.
So you all climb on.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you do, the weight of yourselves climbing on starts the log spinning a bit.
Yep, I had a feeling.
You fall off.
Can I get some sticks? And like we have one on one side, one on the other to balance us.
That's a good idea.
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
I could probably like hold there.
You
and
hold
try
one
and give it
side,
some
I'll hold the
steadiness,
other.
So I'll get like a long stick.
I'll get
to
another long stick.
push on the other side.
And
so
also
it's stabilizing
Unsteady, but you climb on and you do stabilise it.
Oh my
You don't know
god.
if this is going to work in water though.
We're just gonna get.
Do you reckon
this
this
is-
will
Over
work?
the water.
How wide's the river?
It's probably about 30 feet across.
I suggest you all hang on really quite tight.
So
Okay.
you
We've
need to
got
levitate
this.
a little bit.
All right, we've got this.
And how long's the log?
Got my stick.
Not
Got mine.
Well, I suggest you all just push off from the bank, see what happens.
3,
Push
2,
really fast.
1, push!
Everyone make a dex check.
Hey. Whoosh.
Not awful.
Do I have to?
That's actually not too bad. 19 for me.
15.
19.
Alright. You push off and the log starts moving a bit. You'll sort of move with it and balance it out and start floating across the river.
Brilliant.
This is working quite well.
Stop. Hang on.
I'm not responding, I'm packing.
Let's keep
The
going.
whole way the log's sort of drifting a little bit, but with your high scores you manage to balance it and end up
be
on the other side of
levitating
the bank.
Yeah, you levitate it into the.
Yeah, but
Oh, no, it's
we're
not
stabilizing with sticks.
We're
When you're on the
stabilizing.
water,
We're putting it in the water to
Can't
stabilize.
stabilize.
Yeah.
But once we're off, when we're on the other side, I'll immediately get the stick onto the ground.
And that
Yeah,
cartoon,
yeah.
like rolling on the log.
That's exactly what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
You make it across.
Hey.
Alright, me to get the stick on the ground to stabilize it properly,
Yep.
and just keep pushing us
Ah,
towards
yeah.
the dragon, because you can just keep holding.
How long does
Exactly.
this last?
I don't actually know.
Well,
Let's just keep going. This is fun.
We can ram it into the dragon if
Like
needs be.
rowing the log along.
I don't know if my actual weight changes when I change form, but I'm gonna go back to Chev.
Have you not been chefs this whole time?
No, I've changed back so I was lighter.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I don't know. Now I'm just getting bigger.
Levitate's like 500
You
pounds.
Yeah.
can hear a rustling coming from in front of you.
Alright.
I immediately try and focus on it.
Yep. You see Chev coming out looking panicked.
What is it?
What'd you
I will say out loud to him. What is it? Are you there? Chev!
Drag, it's real. It's
What?
Shadow.
Shadow?
I've got to get back. And he starts running.
What is it? No,
Running.
Chev, wait!
And he just keeps running down bank.
Where are your friends? Where are your friends?
You see, as he's running, this red liquid dripping from his hand as he just runs.
If I look at that, does it look like blood?
Yes. In the moonlight, you can see the gleam of it.
Good catch.
How many friends did he go with? That you saw?
He went with 3 others.
Justin coming out.
Where are they?
I immediately jump off the log.
Yeah.
Like I just jump off the log and go, guys, what if they're in trouble? And then I just quickly dart off.
Knights don't jump off their horses!
I'm not getting off.
Exactly, I'm gonna grab his stick!
Josh suspects foul play, but
We're
Ruse
moving
is
very
scared
slowly.
Yeah.
On this log as you're balancing it.
Yeah.
If you jump off, give me your stick. Give me your stick.
I hand him the stick and jump off and kick and just run.
I'm balancing. At the
Go!
back,
Yes!
Trying to like drive the thing,
Yeah, well,
like skiing essentially. At this point.
the interesting thing is that, like, I think I'm providing all the propulsion, but you're just balancing, but it's like...
Get your lance.
It's
Get
the
your
same.
lance out, knight. I will drive the horse.
As you rush forward, you make a dex save for me.
Where's
Sure,
my-
deck save.
Yeah.
Where's my
I
sharpened
assume
stick?
without proficiency.
Yes.
No worries. That is a 9. Sorry, 12.
Yep, you almost fall flat on your face as your feet catch on something. You steady yourself and look back and you see the body of one of the other kids on the ground.
I rush over
Body?
to it and first I look around for danger and then I rush over to it.
Well, you almost tripped over it, so you're basically staying on top of it.
Then I just immediately crouch down and look at it. Does it look like it's been injured in any way?
It's hard to tell. Lying very still on the ground, covered in mud.
Ruse, let's not have the log immediately above that thing, just
Looking
in case
around
I can't
because
hold
I
it
would
up.
know that there's more people,
What thing?
like more a group that went. Does it look like there's more bodies around?
You can't see any here.
Alright, I'm just sort of looking at this one. Does it look like it's dead, unconscious, etc.?
Medicine check?
I'll say,
Sure.
yeah, we should probably shouldn't be calling them bodies, more prone
This is gonna be
forms.
interesting. 13.
Seems to be alive still. You can see the back rising a bit.
Alright, I sort of just...
This particular kid is human.
Can I sort of
Is there
slap
blood
it on
around?
the cheek and make sure he's like, see if I can wake him up?
Yeah, he's like, what happened?
Are you okay? What happened?
Kid?
Yes, it's
What are you
me.
doing here?
I followed you. I noticed you all rushing out of. I noticed you all sneaking out the window, and I wanted to make sure that you're all okay.
Where are
I want your wish, asshole. Give it to me.
Quick, get on the horse. We are hunting dragons.
Is it still here?
I look around. Is there a dragon nearby?
Is there a shadow?
You see ahead some of the trees shaking.
I see trees
You hear
shaking.
a roar.
Yes, it is still
Maybe,
around.
maybe. Does it sound like a dragon's roar from what I've read in
Yes.
storybooks?
I fly straight up.
Maybe, yes.
Give me that! Give me that! Let me talk to it!
What?
Give him what?
The potion!
No, it's for me.
Currently, my potion
potion
is in my pants, so
You
I
see
doubt
that one.
He's,
Okay,
he's
that's
got mine. I might as well the bandolier.
That's fair.
No, I am a dragon hunter. And I'm gonna keep rolling this horse.
I reach into my pants, grab it, and just swig it. Immediately swig it.
Oh, I don't see that going well at all.
I honestly
It
don't either.
tastes foul.
In
And you
comparison.
feel it tingle down your throat.
I just grimace and drink it.
And the
Forward we go.
Hey Chev, we got him! From where you heard the roar, you see Chev step out laughing.
Look, a dragon!
And the other two kids step out.
We're still looking like Chev, still rowing.
Yeah, but now the log's not going anywhere.
Prick.
Where's the dragon?
There is no
I was
dragon.
like, I think it's there.
You know
You got me
what?
into so much trouble.
You got yourself into trouble.
No,
you
I
got
know
yourself
it
into
was
trouble.
you.
What are you talking about?
I know it was you. You came back in with the jumper and he told me, I know.
Well,
He wouldn't believe me.
Hearsay. Accusations.
Kick his ass, Chef!
Which one?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, Chef. I'll pick my own nose, but it's his nose.
Oh.
Boogers. I'm really scared, okay, Chef?
He's laughing, and all of a sudden you hear this much louder roar coming from further ahead, and all of the other kids' heads just snap up to the top of the mountain.
Oh, real funny, Chef. Real funny.
Honestly, I'll have a look with them. I'll do the same.
They just sort of look back and look around at you.
Oh, ha ha, Chef. Very funny.
Every time I hear it,
Alright, well,
I fly
we
straight
got
up.
you. We're going. Yeah, you fly up.
Can I roll an insight on that? Are they like
Sure.
scared right now?
How do you make the
19.
They are terrified.
Oh.
I sort of look at them and then just look at the direction that the roar came from.
You see the shadow of Tonk disappearing through the top branches.
I don't say anything. I just give him a look.
What does Tonk see?
You see what looks like it's a splash in the lake and a very large dark figure gliding underneath the surface.
Whoa, something went into the water in the lake.
What?
Chef, how many more of your friends are out here?
Is it
No,
dragon shaped?
We need to go. This isn't funny. Come on, let's go.
No,
We have to
no.
go.
Did
What's
you
your-
plan this?
No, we want to. You drank the ink. We need to go.
Yes, I drank the potion.
The ink?
I
The
drank the ink, sure.
Yes, come on.
Chef, give me those knives.
What knives?
I heard. Look,
I know you have knives. I know
we
the
all
sound of
heard.
knives.
We all heard you putting metal objects into something.
Yes,
We all know
were
that you're
tricking
carrying
to make us
something.
follow you, but now we have to go.
Show
You don't
us.
have knives?
No.
Show us.
Like slap a tree or something.
You slack the
I
line.
am furious.
Show
It's
us.
so he opens it up and sits down. I have nothing. Come on. What? Fine, you can all stay here. And they all turn and start running back down through the tree line.
Cowards! I am really scared.
Maybe we should follow them, and maybe we should get out of here.
But this log, we have it floating. It's very fun.
You're not wrong. It was really fun to ride.
We can ride it back to
Try and
the
get
back
back up
home.
and
We
ski
can,
again.
yeah. I want to look back to the roaring. Can I pinpoint the origin of the roaring?
It's not far away. It's just up the mountain. You're near the top now.
Yeah, it's in the lake.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm fixating on it.
Should we run,
Speak-
or
speak-
should we follow them?
Did you say that you saw a fire at some point?
You saw something
I didn't
smouldering. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're basically there now. It's very obviously a set fire.
Yeah.
It was part of the trick.
No.
But is it gone now?
It's still smouldering a little.
Well. I mean, what are you going to do about that?
Can I run up and put it out?
Yeah, it's fairly easy to
Yeah.
I'll run up
Yeah.
and put it out, make
Yeah,
sure
that's
it's
good.
all okay.
Yeah.
Good thinking, Kip.
I thought it'd be a good
Only
idea.
you can prevent forest fires.
As you're watching, you see this figure circle around a bit, and then it comes up out of the water, and it's just like this misty black dragon, and it disappears into the tree line. And when I say into the tree line, it doesn't damage the trees; it seems to go through it, and then disappears out of your vision underneath you somewhere. Not too far.
If I know Tonk,
You hear some
he doesn't go high unless something scary is happening because he doesn't like being super high. Something's wrong. Chef! Don't fuck with us.
Gone. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna swoop back down and eventually land next to them when I feel like it's safe.
What
Why
what
did
did you
go
say?
so high?
What is it?
There's an actual dragon.
Is there?
I saw it.
I'll change back to Alpha Sil. What's it right now?
No, there was an actual dragon. It was big and it was shadowy. Black
Where?
dragon. It was in
Where?
the lake and then it went into the trees, but it didn't
I drank the
hit trees, it
potion.
just
Does
disappeared.
that mean I can talk to it?
Oh, you
No.
drank ink, you moron.
I thought they were trying to trick us, and they definitely tricked
I thought
you.
they were too, that's why I came. I thought they were just trying to trick us and make him drink ink.
Are you
But that's
sure?
actually a dragon. Yes,
as you're standing there,
It was
arguing,
glowing.
you see a flare of light and two giant red eyes appear through the trees, black swirling smoke around them.
Oh, that's not cute to leave.
What the
Straight
fuck
up.
is
That's
that?
not cute to leave! If you're still on the log, that's going away from those eyes.
I'll probably fall off the back.
I'll probably like dart up into like a tree branch and then just like cower in. So
I'll run over and pick
so I
you
can
up
check
and
on the-
sort
What?
of-
What? What? What?
If that's a real dragon, we should really go!
You see the black mist part and these big white fangs just appear out of nowhere.
Oh, this is really bad! Really bad!
Throwing a cleaver at it.
I pick Rose up and just like arm over the shoulder and just start running.
Yep. You throw the cleaver and just you see the smoke dissipate a bit, and it starts reforming and just swirls around in front of you.
Ah, that was my best cleaver. What do you want?
What are you doing in my domain?
What are you doing, being Shadow?
We had a couple of friends run up here. They.
How are you so calm?
Stay whispering. Shh. I'm not.
More meat!
I was flying away.
No, we're not mean. We're leaving. And I immediately grab Rouge and just start running back towards the opening.
As you do, the smoke whirls around, big black smoky tail appears in front of you.
Oh, wow.
I stop running. What is it?
I'm gonna swoop down on this log.
Do we get a wish
We're not mean. Can you understand me?
Bow down to me.
I become that tiny halfling, so I'm super low on the ground and bow even further.
Yeah, I'll stay in the branch.
Yeah, I'll drop to one knee and I'll sort of look at him and just go, "What is it that you want? What is it that you want? We were here following friends. We were here following friends. They came up here and I think it was a joke. I think it was a prank."
And they didn't have knives.
I'm gonna try to bow from the log, almost lose like control of it, just like scrabbling on it while it's spinning around in air.
I love you kids. I'm so glad they built the orphanage here, and you see the smoke dragon disappear and there's a satyr sitting there.
I was gonna drop off the log, just like, what?
What? Every time you always bow as well. It's lovely.
I wish to not be eaten.
Who are you?
Oh, wish granted. Oh, not by me anyway.
Who are you?
Oh,
Why is
you
everything
are.
a trick tonight? Are you playing tricks on us?
Oh yes.
Well, that's the first straight answer we've gotten.
Does that mean you're not going to hurt us?
Oh, I don't see any reason to. Come on, Larry. I was at this tiny little pseudo dragon jumps up and runs up his arm.
Wait, are you the dragon?
He's a dragon.
No, but the big one.
I guess that's me. Yes. He pulls out a pan flute and starts playing it.
That was really mean.
Yes. You kids.
It'll take
Keep me young.
It's gonna take a few steps back to be like behind a tree, away from him. just moving just out of our shot.
Well, I sort of like am shocked for a minute and then sort of look and just go, "Who are you then?"
Oh, I live up here. Been here for some time.
Oh, I'm Kip.
I made you bow to me.
What? Yeah.
He starts walking off playing the pan flute. And the dragon sort of climbs
Oh,
up onto his
no.
shoulder.
I'm gonna walk out as him.
Oh no!
Hey, come back here. Bow to yourself.
And he turns into Alphasil, but a baby version.
Now you bow to me.
Does that mean
Yeah, that seems fair.
this was a trick the whole time?
Oh, yes.
Can we
you
get back in chat? You fooled me.
I almost forgot. You can't tell the younger kids, alright?
Why
They
not?
have to think I'm a dragon, because it's much funnier.
That's fair.
Can you play a trick on the other kids that were up here for us?
Oh, yes.
Because they made him drink ink. I imagine that was bad. Was it bad?
Was it actually?
Oh, it was ink.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh. You got like a green glowing
It tasted
tongue now.
horrible.
I didn't want to mention before, but I read in a book that anyone can talk to dragons. I was just really hoping he'd drink the ink.
I drank it.
So they think they can come up here and get a wish still, do they?
Well,
That's the story,
isn't it?
yeah.
So
I
we
don't know
can't
if
get
they
a
were
wish.
just tricking us with that, but I don't know.
What would your wishes have been, anyway?
I want to see the whole world and find where my people came from.
Oh, I can't help you with that. Next!
I want to become the world's greatest performer.
Keep working at it. Next!
Honestly, I just want people to be happy. There's too much.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Next!
So like,
Please have something for me to work with.
I've heard that there are other planes that exist. Could I see one of those, maybe?
Yeah?
Really?
That's not really going to help you prove you got a wish.
Well, I could take something from there. Say, like, what about, is there flowers that are, like, alive?
Can you send all of us there?
Where I come from, there are.
Can you send all of us there?
Well, I can't promise I'll bring you back.
I wish for
Fair.
a really, really nice dagger I can never lose.
Can I
I
have,
can
like,
help you with that.
can I have,
Now
like,
that's a wish.
what about, like, a...
No, you had your chance.
Damn it!
Wait here, I'll be back.
I look like a satyr. I've seen these things in books, but now I've seen one, I can be one.
He walks off playing his pan flute and just disappears into the darkness. The sound recedes.
Damn it.
Look, I have hooves.
Man.
Did I get the horn right? Look.
Are you still thirsty? The rest of the evening.
No, the ink was enough. I pull out a water, like a tiny little water skin and just drink it.
Is his his mouth is green at the moment?
It's gotta be.
And his throat's feeling very numb.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling.
I'm gonna,
no.
I'm gonna sail my way over to where I threw my cleaver and try and find it.
Yep, but
Man.
you've got a bit of time, you'd be able to find it.
Oh, I'm a pet dancing flower from the Feywild. That would be great. Oh well.
Do we wait? He's probably tricking us. He's probably not coming back.
Like as not, that's what's happening.
What? Look at this. I can be the thing now.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
I wish I could have been that dragon, but you know.
What? You've seen it? Is that how it works?
It's not very. I have to like have legs and arms, and that was like a giant smoke dragon. I cannot be big things.
Could you turn into like just the dragon's head with like normal sized legs and arms?
That kind of okay.
I've seen
I was not expecting an actual answer to this question.
I am gonna use unsettling visage,
Oh no.
where it will like half change parts of me to try and like put someone off attacking me. So I'm just gonna change my satyr body's face to be like a shadow dragon, just for like a split second. But it's just enough to like creep the shit out of you.
Oh no.
I can kind of.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good at
Did it
all.
work?
Oh, I mean, if you call that working.
And as it reverts, you're all of a sudden aware of how dark the trees around you are.
Oh,
How those distant wolf howls are still just there on the edge of your hearing.
this suddenly got really creepy. I thought we were done with creepy things for the day.
Sorry, I will not do it again. It hurts a lot to do that.
Oh, it looked like it.
Like I can only do it once a day.
You hear pan flute music start up again very
Oh,
quietly.
he's
and
coming back.
hearing.
I wish I wished for something better now.
Right? I think we wished very high. We need to wish a little lower.
Well, that's what you do with wishes.
He comes back and he goes, "Oh then, here you go."
Thank you.
It's
What?
just a fairly normal looking dagger with a wooden blade.
Okay.
Sorry, wooden handle.
And I can never lose it.
Well, you'll have trouble.
I'll put it down on the ground and I'll walk away a little bit.
Yeah. As you're watching, it sprouts these tiny wooden legs and starts chasing after you.
I thought we were done with creepy things for the
And it
day.
just drops next to you.
Pick it up. I will call you Daggy. Daggy the dagger.
You hear the pan flute slowly moving away.
Yes.
Oh, wait, thank you!
Remember, don't tell the other kids.
We should totally send someone up here tomorrow.
I will
Absolutely.
definitely do this.
Absolutely.
And I'll slot it in right at the top. Pride position.
Yep.
This has been a weird day.
Oh, imagine if Ailey tries to take this knife away from me. Oh, you can't have that one, Bruce. Run down the whole flag to me. This is the best night ever.
So you guys know the way back without me, right?
Let's just follow the.
Don't go so fast so I can please follow you.
I'll say it's just follow the river back down until we get to the bridge, right?
We could follow the log. Is that still floating?
Log flume.
Probably not by now.
Yeah, if it all goes down,
I've
just
not-
chuck it in the water and
I've not needed it for a while. It's probably on the ground now.
Splash Mountain. Remember to spar for the foot at the end.
No, that's a terrible idea.
So you start heading down, catching up with Kip, who's sort of moved ahead a bit, and Kip's caught up with Bucho, who's come up to meet you after seeing some kids run back screaming.
Well, I mean, look.
Brutus, you would never believe us, but I know you are a druid dog man, so I will tell you. We met a man who was a dragon, who was a man, and look at this!
And I'll throw the knife further away from me.
If that runs towards you.
Look at that, Brucho! Don't eat this one!
He definitely tries to bite at it and manages to get
No,
it. And
no, Brucho, no, it will hurt you.
you just see this little foot kicking him in the nose. He just spits it out. And
Brucho, no.
I'll put it back.
Oh man.
Ah, Brucho, you are the best.
I give him a little pat. Can I try and climb on him and ride him back?
yeah, he's not going to like it.
Can I help him with that?
Animal handling with disadvantage.
Can I help him with that?
I mean, you can pin Bruce.
I just want to like pat Brusho in the air and distract him.
13.
He
passing
manages to
Bruce
sort of
flies
climb
straight
on
to the
him.
window.
He doesn't like it. He sort of tries to shuffle out.
I am
You
a
can-
knight!
Oh
I'm
no.
so sleepy, please, Brucho.
And this
No,
is
I can't into him.
For a couple of minutes, he like tries to shake you off, and then he just sort of resigns to it and starts trotting down.
I'm just going to cuddle into him because I've had a long day of pretending to sleep, but no sleep.
I'm bypassing Bruges and everyone else and flying straight Peter Pan into the window.
I'm just. Oh god, how am I going to climb
Please
back to the
leave it
window?
I'm gonna help you climb.
Oh, thank you. That's brilliant.
Being that I've climbed more things than you, I'd imagine.
Probably.
I
Considering I
like,
went for the gate and you went for the fence.
I like climbing things.
Oh, neat.
So you fly into the window and land. You just hear it. Ahem.
Oh no.
I stay below the window. Because I helped him up, so I
Oh,
shouldn't be above me.
oh, no.
So I like stay there.
Well,
And start silently.
He's ahead of you by a fair way.
I just start silent. As soon as I hear that, I just stop climbing.
You're not back at the window.
No,
yet.
you're
Fair.
not.
Okay.
He's way ahead of us.
Okay, yeah.
As you go down with Brucho, you hear heavy footsteps, and you see Alpha Seal coming through with a big woodcutter's axe.
I just hide.
What the hell have you kids got yourselves into? Come on, let's go. You should be in bed.
Do I still look like Chef?
So,
Do I still look like Chef? No, I still look like a satyr. Is it dark enough that I can like get away with this?
No, with a dwarf.
Fuck!
who the hell are you?
And I'll just run.
I just hide behind a tree, so.
I'm just gonna try
Hear
and
these
run
heavy footsteps bashing behind you.
until like out of eye shot of him at least. And
Would that-
then once I'm out of eye shot, I'll change back to look like him.
Would that mean he runs past me?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Then I sort of like sneak around the opposite side of the tree and just fucking like make my way to the orphanage. I just dash.
oh man. I'm just kind of accepted my fate at this point, but I mean, look.
I'm
So
not.
You sort of start shape-shifting back, and you feel a big hand just grab you and pick you up.
Oh,
Oh, did you see the Hoofman? He ran past me! It was so crazy!
By the gods, Ruth!
What?
Come on!
You were
We
not
are going to bed, and I swear if I hear one squeak out of you, boy! One more. Move! What are you doing at all this?
I have no idea.
I still have a bandolier of knives on me.
Oh my god. Where did Alpha still show up? I lost track of that.
Why you shot? Because the other kids ran back and said, "There's a giant dragon."
where?
with children."
Where did he show up?
Probably about halfway down.
Oh my god. I mean, look, I'm just I'm just walking back. I'm not even bothering to hide. At this point, like, it seems quite obvious to me that they've probably found the fact that we're not in our beds.
So yeah, you kept walking.
Yeah.
Eventually, you catch up.
Oh.
with you.
Man.
If I was
I
running,
hope you know you've got some explaining to do too. Let's go.
Oh.
if I was running, did I make it to the orphanage before Alpha and anyone made it back?
Oh yeah.
So
They're
could I
going the other way.
could I just like climb up and then just climb up go through the window because he left it open, open
Yeah,
up,
straight-
close it, and then just
Straight
curl up into, well, close it to where it was so they
Yep.
can get in if
Straight-
they need to.
Straight
and
into
then just-
Ailey's face, so far as I can tell.
probably. But I just want to dash into bed and then just
Yep.
pull the covers over me.
You feel the cover sort of softly drift down over you as you stay silent.
Yep.
Nice try, Kip.
You should just pretend that it's me. It's me, Roots.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to go and punch some trees.
Oh, that's a stupid idea.
Well, I punched a wolf. I want to
That's
get
an even stupider idea. Now you've got some explaining to do. Be quiet.
Go punch some trees.
Okay.
Like that's the best justification.
Probably is.
So after some time, you're led inside, sat at the table where you had dinner. Well, you two wait here. You notice the other kids that were up the mountain sitting around silently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You hear heavy footsteps on the staircase. The door slams open. Right, you two, now!
I'll just throw over the covers and sulk out.
Do I still have
Come on,
No.
you two.
Oh.
You both sort of head downstairs and you just hear really quiet looking behind you.
I woke up and everyone was gone, so I just flew around in circles looking for them. I didn't go anywhere.
It's true.
That's all Kip's idea.
Go on, down to the dining table. You see behind
Man.
you. Go easy on them.
Quack, 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 quack.
Still have the knife.
No, I have a knife! Damn it! Us three have knives.
Oh no! You snuck it in front of her and it just killed her. Well, it totally, like, you didn't see.
I wouldn't have, honestly, I don't think I would have noticed her. I would have been too focused on getting into bed.
So you all head
Fuck,
down to the
we're
table, take a seat. Still sits down.
Oh no.
Right, well I've heard their stories. What's yours?
Well, first of all, they definitely would have lied because they lied to us.
What are you saying?
Well, Chef, who definitely was at the shed earlier today, so you know he's a liar. He told us that.
As you say that, his eyes sort of glint a bit and he glares at you.
Not that I know anything about the shed. Anyway, he told us that there was a dragon in the woods and we had to go tonight, and the potions that he got from the shed were going to be let us speak to dragons, and he gave us the potions. We still have them except one because he drank it. But then
You were drinking ink!
well, he found out
I bloody idiots!
Chef made him do it.
I say nothing. There's probably still a green tinge around my
You
lips.
see just like a little grin.
Look, the grin of a liar.
Right, I've had enough of you lot. You're off to bed. That window's being sealed in the morning.
Can I please say something?
No!
I want to say something.
Good!
He's going to say it anyway.
I want to.
Ah, fine, then shut up! It's almost like he knows you.
Look, we went out when we woke up this morning. We went out into the cabbage fields, and when we went there, we don't like picking cabbages. It's boring work. We want to do other things. You know how we went into the forest against your wishes. I know that, but we went out into the forest and we saved Brucho. And so we went out today, and we were told, I'm not going to say who, but we were told that you had rats at your shed. And I personally, I thought, and as the group, we thought that if we went and stopped the rats from being an issue, that perhaps that we could gain some favor, or that maybe we could spend our day sleeping in. And so we went there, and the gate was unlocked, so we walked in, and we couldn't get past the vines, and so we went in, and like we were in the flower field, and we were looking for rats, and we didn't find any rats, and then you came along, and we thought we'd get in trouble, so we hid. And then I explain everything that happened there, and then afterwards I say, and then when we were in bed, and I heard...
So basically you explain the entire day's events.
Yeah, and then we heard voices from the other room saying that if we go, like, they were going into the forest, and we've heard that it's dangerous, and we know that it's dangerous, and I hold up my arm and show the scars. We know that it's dangerous. We've been there.
Glaze over as he stares.
We've been there.
At least we can play this at the beginning of the next episode.
So we understand what happened, right?
We've been there, and we thought if we go there and the dragon's bad or good, either way, we get a wish, or we protect the other children that went there, and we went, and then bad things happened, and we discovered that it was a satyr and not an actual dragon.
I'm not meant to tell anyone.
And then we decided that we're gonna come back, and then you found
Tell
us.
them how you
and
drank ink.
we yes.
Tell them how you drank my spit.
I
drink blood.
I drank watered down blood.
The other kids are
Alright?
now looking up in disbelief at you as well.
I just explained everything. There we go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you got to the end of it and then said you explained everything.
Alpha, he drank something that made him lie so much, so all of that was a lie. I'm so sorry.
I just give you a look.
Also, Chef told us about the thing, the rats.
That
so
was,
this
that,
is all
that was
Chef.
definitely Chef.
Look, the moral of the story is we're sorry. We thought that we were doing good.
Now what you were doing was shit.
Oh,
Language!
I'm sorry, okay?
Enough from you.
Look, I thought we were doing good, and that's why we did it, and if we weren't, then so be it.
Well,
But I thought we were doing good.
fair's fair. If you're gonna be shit, you get shit. Guess who's cleaning up after the cows for the next 2 weeks?
Chef.
All of you.
No, fuck.
Language.
Oh, tits.
I just got up for a glass of milk. I wasn't there.
Yeah, Tonka did nothing wrong.
You do realize milk isn't flying about outside.
He was trying to help us.
How would you
By
know?
I
looking
did
out
it
for
I
our
did-
safety.
You haven't been up there.
I thought that we were looking out for the safety of everyone in this building.
By trying to get wishes.
No, because
Not
they
trying.
left.
We didn't just...
Right, I've had enough of your stories, enough of your lies. Off to bed, all of you.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, 5 o'clock, up cleaning up after the cows.
Oh man.
Good one, Chef.
Okay.
In fairness, it is all Chef's fault.
Was it worth it, Ink Boy? And I like throw one of the ink potions at him.
Oh no!
I've got one left.
Look at you.
I'm
I'm just
keeping
At the
saying.
table.
Hey?
At the table.
Yeah, just straight across the table at him. At Chef.
So, hey, those are valuable. How many more do you have?
I don't know. Well, he drank one and Chef has one now, so again, Chef is the problem.
Shove to me. Chef sort of comes up and...
Can I roll an insight check onto whether or not it was just ink?
yeah.
I want to know if it was just ink or if I actually drank something.
Well, I mean,
5.
That's what he deserved.
It definitely tasted like ink.
I
I'm gonna keep it anyway.
I think if there was more in it, like, they
Yeah,
would probably be tending to you at this point.
Yeah, like would I have felt anything? Because I did down an entire potion.
You went no.
Oh, I downed an entire thing.
Yeah, your
so-
entire insides are now feeling a bit buzzy and numb.
Is it a good feeling?
No, it's just like a nothing feeling.
I keep them anyway.
You can speak to dragons.
As everyone stands up to walk off, Alpha gets up and walks around, claps a big hand on your shoulder, and you hear it. And the bandit is cut, and he takes it away.
No, but you can't take all of them.
Is that still in that bandolier?
Yeah.
He starts walking away with it towards the kitchen and just...
Does he see that?
It's over his shoulder.
No, but does he see the knife jumping
No.
away?
Oh my god.
And it just drops, and all the other kids are just staring at you in disbelief.
What? What knife? And I'll tuck it away.
Yeah, it's like,
What is it?
he did say that we didn't just...
Go to bed!
I will get those knives back. You can never get them all. I don't even know how many I have.
Ailey comes in like, come on boys, let's go.
Hey, you'd believe me, right?
Yes, I believe you. Let's go to bed. Come on.
Are we in trouble?
Yes, obviously you are.
How bad?
Well, you heard what your punishment is. How much do you like cleaning up after the cows?
It's better than cabbages.
It's pretty bad.
I mean...
It smells horrible.
Yes, that's how much trouble you're in.
Do I still get?
Yes!
If
I
I
can hold my
work
breath
hard, do I
differently.
still get some? Do I still get my free time in the
Of course,
evening?
come on, bedtime.
You can punch the
Okay.
poos.
Punch harder than you.
You've got to be up in 4 hours.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a large amount of time at all.
All the joy gone.
I go completely silent.
She opens the door like, in, come on.
Alright.
Walk in, tuck myself into bed.
Good night, boys.
Good night.
Sit.
Yes.
How long did you believe the pillows were us?
Good night, boys.
Can I insight check that? 12.
You think you probably got away with it? She probably checked and thought you were there for a while. Until the other kids came back and spilled the beans.
Excellent.
Oh man.
I'll find a place to stash my magic ink.
Yeah, same.
I had everything in my
Yeah.
pillowcase.
Yep.
Except even the knives. Actually, I tucked them in.
Oh man.
What could possibly go wrong?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
right. It's not the way you put your head at night.
So you'll
Actually,
go-
no, I hide them under the mattress instead.
Oh, look.
So you'll go to sleep, ready to get up in a few hours to pick up cowpats.
Lovely.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this week. Something to look forward to next time.
Excellent.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. And don't forget to check us out this Thursday for our next episode of Star Wars.
That's right.
Get on it.
And tomorrow for the first ever episode of Tabletop
Yeah,
Fables Roundtable.
Tabletop Fables Roundtable. It's coming up tomorrow.
Don't forget to jump into the chat, ask any questions, get involved with the discussion.
By all means, it's a discussion for everyone involved.
Yeah, join our Discord, ask some questions beforehand.
Absolutely, we're willing to answer them.
Absolutely, we're not doing one.
Let me roll
Questions in there, we will
Let me roll
ignore them.
deception. Yes, no, we're 100% willing to answer them.
None of you believe me.
I rolled a natural 3.
Alright, thanks guys. We will see you again tomorrow night for a round table.
Good night.
Cowpat mornings. Sucks to be y'all.